studio in South Florida, Twist Gaming. Featuring lead broadcaster, Matt Koza. Co-host and creative genius, Josh Perry. Co-host and interviewer extraordinaire, Ann Lazito. Co-host and marketing mogul, Aaron Murphy. With appearances from special guest, Lucy. Welcome to Twist Gaming, where you get to play board games with us. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. This is Twist Gaming, and we are bringing you the premiere episode of Twitch Plays Folklore. But first up, who are we? I'm Matt.
I'm Bob. Kidding,
Josh.
I'm Ann.
And we are joined with special guest Julie from Greenbrier Games. Julie, how you doing today?
I'm good.
I mean, more than just good. You're great. But you want to go ahead and do a little quick pluggy plug on Folklore right now before we jump into the thick of things and maybe the awesome Kickstarter that we've got going?
Absolutely, I would love to. So we're playing Folklore, the Affliction, the core game, and on the show. But we are on our third Kickstarter with our second major expansion, Fall of the Spire. And it was doing really well on day 2, but we love to have more people in the community, so make sure that you go and look at it on Kickstarter. It is Folklore, Fall of the Spire.
Josh, did you set up the link for me in here?
I'll put it on.
Okay, perfect.
So, Julie, I know it's really exciting to be on your second expansion for this game. Folklore is a very popular game for Greenbrier. Talk to me a little bit about what makes Fall of the Spire special.
Well, they have, it's kind of funny because now that we do have this community that's been built around it, we get a lot of feedback, which, you hear all the great things, which is amazing, but you also hear the things that say, we're not sure about, this could be better.
Criticism.
Which is very constructive. So we have been able to take some of the bigger things that people are concerned about and sort of implement them. So one of the things being, and we'll experience this, is that combat is pared down on purpose to make it much more accessible. But once you play for a while, some people find that it's a little too simplified. So we've done things with the combat in this expansion, both adding initiative trackers, and having abilities that happen to whoever's last in turn to catch up. It scales so that depending on the number of players, but also in the stories themselves, we've done a lot more with levels. So like there's rooftop fight versus an underground fight. So there's going to be a lot of stuff like that doesn't happen in the core game. And then the thing that I spent a lot of time on personally is town events. So in the game here, we have on and off-road events. So we'll get to see those in action. But what we've created, because you spend a lot of time in towns in this expansion, is we really fleshed out what being in a town is like a lot more. And if you stay too long, so you only have a certain amount that you can do in the core game, you can stay longer in town and kind of set up shop if you like, but every time you're going to be drawing a town event, that can't always be good because I wrote all of them and I made them not good.
I made the not good ones. So the expansion it's not a standalone expansion,
no,
right?
It's still correct. You still need the core game.
And you're introducing new characters along with the new expansion?
Yes. So a lot of our characters, that's another big part of it. So Folklore takes place in a medieval to Renaissance-ish alternative Europe kind of place. Think Black Forest. So a lot of the characters, a lot of the monsters have that Gothic feel. In Fall of the Spire, we are in the cities, but then we also end up traveling somewhere in south of the Mediterranean type area. So our characters have been influenced by that. You have characters that are much more from Egypt to India to even maybe further south in Africa kind of background. You still have there's now a blend, so it's a lot, and also the monsters are from that area, so you start seeing things like gin.
So you get to really expand the
The ones
world.
that
You're
come out of
really
the lamp. Yes.
you're reaching out. You're exploring new land. You've already covered Europe.
Well, the evil in Kremel, which is the name of the country that this alternative Europe is, has gone beyond. You're trying to stop it, but in fact, its tendrils have now reached out even further into the world, and so other champions are coming to try to assist you.
Very, very cool. Take over the world and beat all the evil.
I mean, that's the goal here, I hope. I mean, you'll be asking all the questions of the evil people. So this is cooperative here, and because this is a Twitch Plays Folklore, you all watching at home are going to be controlling one of the characters here. And when I say controlling the characters, you're going to be making decisions, any decisions your character would make, you're going to hive mind it and group think it. Any dice that you would roll, I'm going to request some dice for you to roll, and you guys are going to do it at home using either the roll command or the roll extension. I'm going to ask for a die right now just so you see what it looks like. So how about we roll a D100? So chat, you're going to see that command there, request 1 D100, and then, well, PandaBot should be coming in any second now. It seems to be a little bit of a delay. There we go. Everyone roll. So there's a little timer that counts down. You can do exclamation mark roll or click the button that shows up if you download the extension, and then it's going to pull a random person that has rolled, as Eberron did there, and we got an 11 on the D100. So that's what it looks like. And we've got that for the D4, D6, D10, and D100. So as we need it, you guys will be rolling hopefully good. Ice Chamber saying no button, Josh. I don't know if that's...
I don't... Nothing I can look at right now.
The other way that our viewers will be able to interact with us is through an interactive clickable map. So if you are watching, I don't know if it's on the mobile app extension as well, but if you are on the computer, you can actually take your mouse and click on your screen.
So click on me.
So yeah,
click on me.
Josh's face with your computer mouse.
I'm going on the interactive app. I want to find out.
And it is, just you can click a bunch. You don't need to just click once.
Yeah, you click. You just
10 clicks?
It's your turn. It should come up in a second.
Be aggressive, be aggressive, and so there's a little bit of a. Does Josh not have the overlay going?
I don't
there?
have it.
Oh, he doesn't. Okay.
It's on the board cam.
There we go.
There we go. So everyone's clicking on Anne. It looks like.
They're clicking all over the place.
So you see, as you click, it'll make this
It'll create a hotspot, essentially.
Exactly. So we'll be able to put options on the screen. You see, now we have 2 decisions, and this is how you guys will tell us what kinds of decisions you like to make.
Isn't that cool? And so when we ask for what you want to do on the map, if you want to go to a specific place, you could make some decisions. They're choosing who they like. It's pretty self-evident right there, to be completely honest. And Josh has got a whopping 0% of the votes.
Because I said click on me, and they're like, oh, we're just going to click on added map because, screw Josh. It's fine.
Poor Josh.
It's okay. We love you.
Yeah, see? So someone's reading me so low.
There you go. So in the meantime, we did a poll on social media the days leading up to this, and you fine folks watching at home have chosen the Avenging Madman to play as.
A lot of interactivity is not only on our show, but also off of it through our social media avenues. So make sure if you are new to our show that you are following us on
Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and chatting with us on our Discord channel, where we discuss Folklore, the Affliction.
Really am sad that you took my lines. So you'll want to take a minute to...
What is that?
The TV just turned on.
You'll want to take a minute to follow us on one of those social media platforms where you might be able to participate in other polls like this.
All right.
So before we launched tonight's show, we did put up some polls on our social media platform to give you guys at home the opportunity to pick which character you would like to play as the hive mind for this campaign.
The Avenging Madman. And in the pre-stream today, for those of you that were here beforehand, we did another poll to see what your focus was, and you all chose the Avenger focus. So you're going to be the Avenging Avenger Madman.
So we talked about the overlay, we talked about rolling in chat, we talked about social media polls, and you quickly brought up the fact that we also do polls in the stream.
Yep.
So could you put up just like a 3-second poll just to show everybody at home what that looks like?
So you all can vote, and I don't know what he's going to do there. But that's going to be for other critical decisions that we have. The less critical ones, we'll just ask for you guys to shout out in chat exactly what you want to do, which is probably a fantastic idea.
So that's what the poll looks like here. And Josh, how would they input their options?
Type 1, 2, or 3 in chat.
God, you just really spiced things up.
I mean, they can also say the
Make
words
things
in it too.
Yeah, so if they typed boo, for example, it would default their vote to that. So while chat is playing around with that and seeing what the interaction is, let's quickly just say who we're going to be playing as so we get a feel for who the rest of the party is. So I'm going to be playing as the telepath with the telekinetic focus. So I get to move people with my mind. It's pretty awesome. Anne?
That face. I wish I could fix that face with my mind. I'm going to be playing as the Inquisitor Witch Hunter.
Yes.
This is going to be a very Aaron-ish-esque
it really
character, very straight-laced kind of paladin. So it'll be real interesting. I get to ask questions and kill people, which really makes me happy on the inside.
If it makes you happy, it can't be that bad. And Josh, how about you?
I'm playing as the Exorcist, and I'm going to be a Sanctifier. I'm looking to make a posse and have the coolest
I really
group
wish you
of
would
kids.
choose like squad or entourage.
No, posse.
Julie, how about you?
Sorry, I was answering a question. What's the question?
I'm sorry, let's try that one more time. Julie, who are you going to be playing as when we do our little campaign here?
I'm going to be the Arcanist.
And what focus do you have?
I am the Seeker. The Seeker creates an aura around her that is either light or dark. Light is more defensive, and dark is more aggressive.
So what you're saying is that you're going to be radiant.
Aggressive?
B-E.
Aggressive.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So is there anything else that we need before we get started here?
I would like some chocolate truffles.
All right.
And-
Julie, is there anything else that we need before we get started here?
Well, we have our characters, we have our supplies, we have our abilities. I have in addition to my abilities, I also have a ritual, which allows me to try to additionally protect the people around me. Matt, I'm looking at you. Yeah.
Glass cannon?
So I know, yeah. And I also have my stiletto. So I can stabby, but I'm going to try to find something a little heftier along the way, I hope. And Josh, you also have something.
I have a prayer. So we
You do.
could be living on a prayer.
We're living on a prayer.
And
Yes.
boost you guys a little bit, maybe.
Well, I mean, we'll utilize that when we're halfway there. So,
Perfect.
Boundless faith, your beliefs inspire those around you. Each character may choose one of the following statuses. I wanted to say statues.
Matt, just remember the top text there. I inspire those around me. Don't forget that.
Blessed, faithful, favored, and fortified.
I'm really happy this card's covering my
Yeah.
face. Did you want to get rid of the roll results, or did you think we should
Well,
just
they're
keep that
fine.
there the whole
It stays
stream?
forever.
It stays there. by
That's how it
itself.
works.
Yeah, that's. So,
I don't like that at all.
you don't like pavlova?
What's pavlova?
It is a meringue. Anyways, so
Why do you think you need to bribe Julie into letting Matt die?
I mean, we're being a team here, guys. So my well, what do you have there, Ann? You've got a crossbow.
Yeah.
You got anything else interesting there?
I haven't really looked at my starting things yet.
I don't know why I keep throwing it to you. So Twitch, you guys have a bail hook that you're going to be starting out with, and the bail hook is +5 might. So that's a
They're
weapon.
mighty.
Letting it all hang out.
Thank you. I was waiting for Matt to pick it up. He just completely dropped the ball.
I didn't know what he was going for there. So some of the things that you've got there, you've got the Avenging Madman. Keep it coming. Ignore 1d4 damage from an attack, usable during a skirmish once per round. And you've also got this bad boy here, which is when an adjacent corporeal foe dies, tear a limb from its body and slam it into an enemy up to 2 spaces away, dealing 1d6 damage.
I want
Read the name of
that.
the skill, Matt.
Environmental slaughter. That is intense.
I want to kill somebody and kill somebody else with their arms.
Wow.
I want to beat you with your own arm.
I mean, you can just say that they're very well armed. And I've got a lantern. See?
Good for you, man.
Thank you, Anne. So it has been quite some time since I've played Folklore. So Julie, I'm gonna need you to teach me a little bit. I'm just saying, you're gonna have to hold my hand through this.
All right. I mean, metaphorically, sure. Because physically, I'm in Massachusetts. That's not going to work.
I mean, that does make sense. We're in Florida, so that's a little bit of a drive.
Yeah.
All right. So I think we're ready to begin then.
Disarm them.
So how do we start, Julie?
You start by picking up the storybook
Ooh.
or story journal.
I like how you pointed to the book and he went and grabbed the other one.
Yeah, he grabbed the rule book instead of the storybook. When
Where's
I
the
point,
storybook?
The book that
literally
he keeps
right in front of your
pointing
face.
to.
It's underneath something else.
So what did you think he was pointing at?
I don't pay attention to Josh. Leave me alone. All right. So
Right.
Storybook.
So I'm going to start.
thank you, Julie.
You've lost that ability.
So the
Right.
story journal, Julie, before we dive in, can we talk a little bit, just real quick about like the art for the game and how this story journal is set up for people who are new to the game? I love it. I guess
Yeah,
I just pick
so
up and read.
the whole point why I said don't pick up the rule book and why I said pick up the story journal first is because it's meant for you to be able to pick it up, and then the little green boxes here, you'll notice as you go on, you don't get green boxes anymore. These are the tutorial that give you the summary of rules as you come across them.
Yeah, it's really cool.
So you can pick it up and you can start playing. Now, once you get to the point where you're at the rule book and you just need a quick reference, the back has the index. So when you get to keywords, you can figure out where in the rule book you need to look. So we're trying to make it pretty easy to dive into from the get-go.
So when we played this, we played it with my 2 boys who are 16 and 10, and even at that age, it was very easy for them to follow along, to understand how the game's played. So it's a very accessible game.
All right.
Fantastic. So what we would do is we would determine who the first player is. I just took the role of first player, but it alternates between all the players. We do it in rotation anyway, which means Twist gets to be the leader at some point. But in
You
the
sound
meantime,
worried about that.
I am the first player, and this is the leader token. Leader gets to, if there are any disagreements, has final say on their turn as the leader. And it will have some effect when we're traveling the world as well. And day and night come into play as well, depending on, mostly on the world map.
So, I
So-
know I asked you to flip it, but one side of the coin is the day side, and the other side is the night side.
Correct. So, one of the things that you can see in my reverse, or is it right side this way?
Right, yeah,
All right, we're
it's right
good
over here.
So, in the storybook, is it tells you the level of difficulty. So, dusk is the easiest, nightmare being the hardest, and of course, our first story is going to be an easy, or relatively easy. We start at the Church of the Crossroads. So we would put, and by we I mean Josh would put the little first world group token on the world map at the Church of the Crossroads.
Ta-da.
And it gives us the average time that it should take.
90 minutes. All
I
right.
have a feeling we might have to pause after the first chapter because we're learning. But, we'll see how it goes. So we start at the Church of the Crossroads, and then it says Chapter 1, Game Setup Tutorial, which is page 5 in the rule book, but we've already done the game setup. So we kind of completed that already. Good job, everyone.
Woo. Go team.
It talks about very specifically picking a character focus because that's important at the beginning and more of the setup is more important as it goes on, and about the leader token and everybody takes turns, which happens whenever there's a transition within the story, like setting up a new map or leaving a map or traveling on the world map. But we'll talk more about this later. Right now, we're going to get into the flavor text. So the leader at any given time reads the story. So as long as everybody can hear me clearly, I will read the first part.
Go for it.
Is that good?
Good.
Yeah.
The arrival. You have traveled far, entering a territory of mountains and hills, forests and ancient paths. As you near your destination, an oppressive veil descends as the sky becomes dim. The stagecoach you hired approaches an old stone building with a belfry and an enormous arched wooden front door, whose scrollwork tells tales of horror and redemption. The coach rolls to a stop, and you exit to stand before the Church of the Crossroads. The church is an age-old monument and a gateway to this ancient mountainous territory. As you near the wooden doors to head inside, you hear sounds of a struggle within. Entering the church, you see an old curator cowering at the hands of highwaymen. The highwaymen are ragged and filthy with a dangerous edge of the desperate. They demand food and valuables. Now, we go into a skill check tutorial instead of just going into the skill check. The skill check, if you need to find it, is on page 12, but the summary is whenever there's a skill check, it will tell you a keyword and then a number. The keyword, all of us have specific abilities and skills. So for example, the Arcanist here has archaeology, nerve, and occult. So if we were doing a skill check that needed one of those things, potentially I would be the one to roll for it. In this case, we need to pass speech 8. I do not have speech. I know the Avenging Man isn't a sweet talker, so he doesn't have it.
I have awareness,
So,
faith, and occult, so that's not speech.
I, as
Yeah.
the
Oh,
priest,
Jesus.
know how to speak.
Yeah. Yep. Ask me how this went last time.
Oh, the irony there.
Mhm.
So I'm going to roll a d10. I get
Okay.
+1 to my speech, and I need to pass,
And
what,
you're
an 8?
gonna need it.
Speech 8.
So I need a 7+.
You rolled
That's a 6. That's not a 7+.
No, it's the
Almost. It's almost
second,
there.
second time you failed it.
So because it is
So-
lower than said 8, that would trigger the failure reaction then, I'm assuming?
Correct. So speech 8, any one character, and that's important too, because sometimes it's required to be the leader. Sometimes everybody is required to. So it often is an option for anybody to make that choice, but not always. Whoever chooses also needs to consider that they will probably be the one person that gets the reward for passing it, but they also might be the one person who gets the negative effect if they fail.
Gotcha.
In this case, convince the highwaymen to leave peacefully. So, what's your character's name?
Oh, Roland.
Roland walks in there, is like, listen up, guys. And they don't listen up. And instead, we have failure. Skirmish with the highwaymen. And after the skirmish, the assailants break and run. So it's already told us that we're not actually going to kill them off, but we're going to fight them for a certain period of time. So skirmish is different than an encounter. A skirmish is an abstract role, as opposed to an encounter where we put out a map and put out miniatures.
Gotcha.
The skirmish, if you look again, it's a little bit more steps this first time just to get through it thoroughly. On page 18 of the rule book, if you wanted even more, you could do so. But a skirmish is a simplified combat mechanism used when a miniature combat is unnecessary. 1, find the highwayman creature card. One side's for encounters, and one side's for skirmishes. We want the one that says skirmish. There you go. 2, roll the dice shown on the left of the card for the number characters play. For example, in a 5-character game, we roll 2d4s.
So Matt, you get a chat roll 2d4s.
So Chad, please roll 2d4s. Use that ! roll command, or click the button if it comes up. And let's see what they get here. Hopefully something fantastic.
Beasts?
Do we want them to roll high or low, Julie?
Low.
Low.
So a 2 and a 4.
6.
So 6. So we have to hit the highwayman 6 times
Okay.
successfully.
Gotcha.
Now, let's take a quick look at now that we have that marker, what this encounter tells us. So we've placed it at the bottom of the card based on the die. It also tells you modifiers. So since we're at dusk, they have no effect to their might. However, because they're at a number 6 hits, until we knock them down to 5, right now they have a bonus to their might and a bonus to their defense.
So that is for both the 6 and the 7. So 8 has 1, 6 and 7, 4 and 5, 3 and 2, and 1.
Right. So as you knock them down, they get weaker. But right now, they have so might is their roll against us. Defense ups their threshold of being hit. So right now, their defense is a 42. But then there is a +5, I believe, to their defense. So their defense is right now a 47, which means when we roll a D100, we have to roll better than a 47. And when they roll against us, they get to add that +5 might to their roll. So that's less than great, but we're gonna make do. Yep. So the next thing is all characters must decide either to attack or defend. Now we have handy dandy little tokens that you can use that look pretty nifty. That's right. Attack and defend. Attack means you're open to being hit. If you defend, you can still roll to attack, but that's further modifying your roll, which makes you much less likely to hit them. So everybody has to make that choice whether they're going to attack or defend at the beginning of each time. I'm going with attack because I'm at full health and it's the beginning. I might make different decisions later on if we're all hurting, but right now I'm good. I'm going to attack.
I'm also going to attack.
This is one of those things, chat. Just yell out in chat whether or not you would like to attack or defend. I see an attack already. I figure, I'll attack also. Why not? Yeah, I feel like it's their namesake to just go ahead and attack.
Oh.
So
I'm also going to affect my dark aura, which causes 1 damage to all foes that move into the aura on my turn, which means I'm going to automatically hit them every time.
So, Julie, I have a question for you here. Well, it's actually 2 questions.
Yeah.
But one,
I'm sorry, just the first time, but nonetheless.
What quantifies a round?
All of us take a turn, and then the bad guys take a turn.
Okay, and then what is absorption?
Absorption is -1 when you. So if you get hit for a D4 of damage, you'd roll, and then you'd take away 1 of those.
So,
damage points.
I'm looking at my one ability I have here, the Psychic Implosion, and it specifically states ignores absorption and then in a skirmish drops a skirmish counter by 1. Is this something that would be beneficial here? Or should I just hold on to this?
Well, I would hold on to it. It costs you a power point every time you do it, and you have 4 or 5 power points, I believe.
6 power points.
Oh, that's right. The telepath is pretty. But you're going to use them. You're going to need them later.
Okay.
I wouldn't do it this first time.
Okie doke. I mean, I really want. It's reading the text. It's crush the brain matter of a foe, and I kind of want to do that, but I could wait.
I know. she's fun. Then let's see. Where did I leave off? So we either decide to attack or defend. You cannot change this once you've decided.
So all 5.
So we've all decided.
We're all attacking.
We're all attacking. It totally makes sense. There's really very little risk at the beginning.
All right.
All right. So the controller rolls the creature. The controller is the person to the left.
It's gonna be
of
Twitch.
So
So just have Twitch roll
is going to
D100.
the controller every time. I actually think that's great. Twitch is rolling the monster every time.
Yep.
I'm good with this.
Yep.
All right. But typically in the game, it's the person to the left of the leader. Just so we're clear on that.
I'm sure someone in
Rolls
chat
the
is to the
attack
left of you.
dice, right? The D100
It's an 86.
and applies any modifiers from the skirmish counter, which doesn't matter because an 86 is going to hit us no matter what. And that means we've been hit. So much fun for the first foyer out into the world. So we've been hit, and it was an 86, and it says skirmish power is what? Because it's teeny tiny writing up there.
The skirmish power is lose 1d4 of Vita if the total attack roll of the Highwaymen is 85 or more.
Hey!
They cause +2 damage. So not only do we lose 1d4 of Vita, we also get that little special thing right there where they cause +2 damage.
Delightful.
So Matt, have a chat roll D4.
So is it going to be 1d4 for
That's
all of us, or do we
great.
each roll our own d4?
Typically we each roll our own.
So have chat roll for their
If
own.
you want to, for the sake of expediency, want us all to do it, it's all good.
All right, so chat will roll for theirs, and then we can all roll our individual ones. And got a 3.
I also got a 3.
I got a 4.
Good.
Good.
So I had
I
20,
don't like any of your rolls.
22.
I got a
So you're down
1.
to 17.
I'm down to 18.
You're down to 18.
So where does this get marked on here? I'm sorry. It gets marked.
The Vita, so you have your base numbers up here, but then
Okay.
down here is the current attributes. So that's where you'll track it.
Gotcha. Thank you.
And for those of you joining us at home, Josh has put together this really awesome overlay where you can hop in and see where any of our characters are at any point in time. So if you look up there at the top left corner of the screen, you'll see all of the various characters. When we bring the minis out, each of the minis will have color-coordinated standees, so you'll know exactly who is who on the board. The first stat is health. Second stat is
Vita.
Vita.
Next one is their defense. Next up is their might bonus. And last up is their power.
How come it's a bush?
It's a brain.
I know, but I wanted to upset him. Why did you not let me have it?
All right. So that was great for all of us. So we take. So where does that 2 extra damage that gets tracked where?
That's on top of. So you take an
Oh.
extra 2 damage
Oh,
from your health.
Extra 2.
Yep.
So then I'm down
It was
to
a
16.
it was a D4
Yeah.
plus 2.
Oh, I'm so glad I rolled a 4. Yeah, I'm down to 16 also.
Oh.
Did you forget it too while you were sitting there lecturing us?
No, I listened to the numbers you guys said, and I didn't. I have to update you guys' numbers.
Sensing some hostility there. Okay, so that went fantastic for us. So what happens next, Julie?
So next, we're going to. So we did our damage, and we took that damage and liked it. Then we're going to roll our attack die simultaneously, adding our own might bonuses and any abilities that we care to use. For example, I use the Dark Aura, so immediately, even before I roll, I can knock down that guy.
So he's
That
going to
highwayman
lose the 5
by one.
defense.
So he's now down to 5 automatically.
All right.
So for the first 4 rounds, I get to do this, and that's pretty awesome.
That's handy.
Kind of is sometimes. Now I'm also going to roll to see if I can use my ritual.
All right. Remind me what the ritual does again, Julie?
I would love to. I have an occult 7 check where I can, if I get, and I have a +2 to my occult, so I really need to roll a 5 or higher. And I didn't, I rolled a 2, but if I had rolled a 5 or higher, I can summon a ward that absorbs arcane energies unleashed against one of my allies Attacks cannot damage your target ally for 3 rounds.
Oh.
Nobody gets this benefit because I rolled a 2, but I gave it my best shot. Now I'm going to roll my attack. And so is everybody, unless somebody else who has an ability that they can do a skill check for might want to roll theirs as well.
I guess I could do my. Do I lose the prayer at the end of this skirmish?
Yeah.
I think we could beat it up without
And then
me
you
praying.
can roll again the next time we have
Fine.
another skirmish.
Sure, we'll do the. We're gonna do my prayer.
Oh, did you come to this?
Such a fantastic priest.
I'm gonna pray for you guys.
All right, so your beliefs inspire those around you. Each character may choose one of the following statuses: blessed, faithful, favored, and fortified.
So I need to do a fate 7 check. I have 2 fate.
Faith.
I rolled an 8.
That's enough.
10 faith.
There you go.
I have all the faith.
There you go.
So each character may
So
choose one of the
either-
following. Blessed, which is going to give you
Ooh.
+5 might and absorption 1.
Oh, thank you.
Fateful, which is going to give you +1 fate and +1 occult. Favored, which is going to give you +3 max vita and +1 skill rolls. And what was the last one, Matt?
Fortified.
Fortified.
+5 defense, no infections.
I'm going with blessed.
Yeah, blessed seems pretty good.
Blessed sounds pretty swanky. I think
But
I'll go with that.
So the bonus is just for the skirmish, right? Or is this for this round?
Correct. It's just for this. It's for the till the end of the skirmish.
Okay.
Now, anytime we come to another one, Josh can do this again,
Good job, Josh.
If he decides to do it again.
as can I, if he remembers to.
Yep. So now we're all going to roll our D100s.
Yep, simultaneously.
All right. I don't have a D100 over here, by the way.
Yes, now, the videos are disabled for tonight.
67.
15.
So good.
I'm not even going to add my modifiers because I know that's not going to be enough.
24.
22.
These are
Julie,
Really?
you did it.
Not, this is not.
22 for Chad also. 22 buddies. Yay.
This is really bad.
All right, so I hit them down to 4, so you're welcome since I'm the only one doing any hurt right now.
Thanks, Julie.
I had a passive ability
Yeah.
where I gain +5 might with ranged weapons during the first round of combat, which is usable during skirmish, and even with the +5 from that and the +5 from this, I still couldn't do it.
That's good.
Yeah, that's really terrible.
All right, now the highwayman attacks back.
Oh, we get to decide if we're attacking or defending, right?
We decided we were attacking.
Oh, it's for the whole skirmish?
That's happening.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you got to reset each round. I might have played wrong.
I think we did.
Well, there you go.
Oh no, until the beginning. No, you can decide again. I'm
Okay.
sorry. Yes, you can decide.
I'm still attacking.
Yeah, I'll attack again. I think that they're gonna
Yep.
do great. I sense a really good D100 roll coming here for chat. So this is where we have the highwaymen go again, right?
Yep.
So another D100. So chat, you know what to do. Please roll low again. They're not going. It's gonna be like 100 now.
You don't want them to roll 100 because then it's going to be like a perfect hit and he's going to destroy us.
Is it
What
though?
what would the bonus be if he rolled a 100?
These are rolled a 14.
Okay. So
Plus his
that's-
5, that's a 19. That all our defenses are.
Yeah, I have a 38 defense. I might be the lowest.
I have the
Hey
lowest at
everyone!
36.
I wanted to let you know that one of the designers is watching. So if you have specific,
Oh, is
Chickens.
that Wilt Windfire?
Mhm.
Okay.
much
He said
much more
he
qualified
knows
to
the rules a
answer
little
than I.
bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yay, it's me.
That's funny. Okay, so thankfully none of us get hit this time around.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good.
I think that's twin fire also, by the
Is
way.
it? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I said Wilt Windfire. Whatever. I
I
moved
mean,
the T
same difference.
in the wrong space. It's close. Oops. I dropped dice.
All right. So we're all attacking again.
Yep. Will Twinfire. Thank you.
What's up, Ann?
Stole my die.
I sure did. You know what I'm gonna
I have
do?
chat
though?
roll die though.
I'm gonna have that and that. So like there, you could do your white one first and then the red one. Different but same.
Oh, 83. I actually hit this time.
I rolled a 67.
All right, so Dark Citadel has been asking about bugs this entire time, and I just want to point out that one of the animal companions that is available in the expansion is a hive of bees.
Bees! Can you
So
eat
you
them?
can have bees. One of the animal companions is a hive of bees, so technically, yes.
Awesome.
So Crimson Sun is asking about the new combat changes, and I'm guessing he's talking about the combat changes that you've made for the new expansion that is currently on Kickstarter. And he's asking if we're going to be showcasing those tonight, but I don't think that we will be because we're playing the core game.
Correct.
So, chat on their D100
Sad.
rolled a 4.
Oh, great chat. At least it wasn't a 1.
They rolled a 4. It's fantastic. So, Julie, what did you roll over there?
What did I roll for
Yes.
my
Attack.
For your attack.
attack?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we all rolled over here.
79.
That's good.
Okay.
I got a 67.
77.
83. So the only one that didn't do anything was
Oh, that's so
Chat.
much better.
That's a lot better. So, we had 4 hits this time around.
yeah. So he
So
runs
there we
away
go.
now.
Stupid
Correct.
high.
However, before he does, wait. We get 4 coins. So each of us gets 4 coins, which, yeah, not a lot, but it adds up.
I like money.
Money, money, money. So
Right?
we'll go right down here.
And everybody gets to roll a d10. If you get a 0, you have successfully looted the body and can pick up an item.
That's a 10.
Yep.
Isn't it?
If you roll 10, chat, you get an item. The D10s we have have zeros on them, so.
I rolled a 7.
I rolled 10.
Did Josh roll a 10 also?
No,
No,
I rolled
he
this.
just placed it there.
Oh. So, what do you get when you do it?
Yes, well, we're playing Everything Changes.
So,
I got a 7.
Ann got the 10.
I got a 10. So there is an item
So
deck.
there is an item deck, and you get to pick what's on the top of the item deck.
And you get a new car. You got some bandages.
That's less exciting.
Recover 4 Vita. I mean, that's good. It's handy.
That's super handy.
Does she keep the card or does she take a token? Assuming you keep the card.
She takes the card.
Okay.
All right.
Look, just pretend there's like an invisible box.
You went and grabbed an
here.
extra token for no reason. You has the card.
You're gonna have to need a lot of bandages. We're new. A lot of bandages get used. All right. So
But our homie, the highwayman, runs away.
correct.
Run away!
So we have moved out of a skirmish, which means next story moment would be I'm going to pass off to Matt
Okay.
because I don't think Twist can read for us.
So I'll pick it up here.
As much as I wish we could call in and get Will to just do something. We're gonna pass it off to Matt, and now Matt is the leader.
Why, thank you.
Oh no.
The curator thanks you for driving the brigands away and for saving the church from being burglarized. He explains that this area has begun to attract an unsavory element, but that there are calamities far worse to the north. He says, "The priest received this a few days ago. He left immediately to investigate." Without warning, he lifts a covering from a table, revealing a bloody mass of fur and flesh. Story skill check. We need nerve 4 for all characters.
What would you think?
So this isn't in any one character. Everybody has to roll.
What would you think? Oh, I rolled a 10. That was awesome. Those are 2 really great rolls. About if chat would like to read a selection, we could have them record a reading and email it into us, and we could play it on the show.
That's way too much work. Question in chat for Julie about the new expansion, though. Chat was asking.
Yes.
The new combat roles, will those be compatible with the original game and the first expansion?
Yes. Combat is backwards compatible. You can apply what we're doing with combat to the core game.
Okay.
All right. So what was everyone's nerve results?
I got a 6.
I got a 10.
I got a 10. And it's not too much work.
Chat got a 9.
That's really good.
Julie? Do you have the
I
nerve?
got it too.
Oh, no. So everyone but Julie, you steady yourself against the revolting sight. You become centered and recover 1 Vita. Julie, however, your stomach lurches at the sight and smell of the dead creature. You realize that this is not the corpse of some ordinary animal. Unable to contain yourself, you throw up what is left of your last meal and lose 2 Vita. Sorry, Julie.
Sad.
Did you just add 1?
It says to recover 1.
Oh. I was trying to...
For everyone but Julie.
She loses 2.
Yeah, Okay, if you do a short recording of one of the upcoming stories, if you have it, like a paragraph or 2, and you email it to info...
But spoilers.
Oh, that's true.
Don't ruin it, Anne. All right. So, moving right along. After recovering from the shock of such a disgusting sight, you examine it more closely. It seems unnatural. The curator explains, wolves have been seen devouring people in the north. A group of Ostelink? Is that correct?
Yep, Osterling.
A group of Ostelink hunters tracked this one down, but no matter how many arrows and spear tips pierced its flesh, it would not stop moving. They brought it to the alchemist first, believing it was bewitched by some evil curse. Its form shifted and changed periodically in startling phases. It only stopped after that stone was removed from its stomach. He points to a small pebble encased in glass on a pedestal near the table. Neither the priest nor the alchemist know what it is, but they fear it is related to the source of the trouble in the north. Go to Ostelink to seek out the missing priest, and inquire of the people where they found this creature. It is of dire importance that you find the wolf beast's lair. Here are a few coins to help you with your journey. You're welcome to rummage through the cellar and see if you can find something useful to take with you. Return with news when you have found our priest.
So I'm going to stop you just for a second before you go on to that, because Will pointed out a very important part. You can only heal up to your max unless you get some sort of bonus that lets you raise your max Vita. So it was only 1, and I think we all took a hit from
We all took a lot of
previously,
damage.
so it was okay.
Yeah.
Right. So that was okay. But if we had been missed and we got that 1, you don't get to heal up past your max.
And we're no longer blessed, right?
Correct.
All right. So that goes away. And then we've got a little attention box here. Attention! Each character receives 1 coin from the curator. Draw 2 item cards to find out what you discovered in the church's cellar. It is up to you to decide what characters receive the items. If you cannot decide, use your dice to roll off. So we get 2 items from the cellar, as well as some money.
What do we get, Matt?
So I'm getting my money right now, so you just hold your horses for a second. Listen, I know what's important to me. So first up, we found some leather strips. This curator had some interesting hobbies on the side, but this is you gain plus 10 defense for 1 combat, and this is a consumable item. Next up, we've got the Knight's Shield. Plus 6 defense, reroll failed spooked checks once per attempt, and this is a one-handed protective item.
So since it's one-handed, it should go to somebody who has a one-handed weapon.
You have a ranged weapon, though. Why do you need a shield if you're going to be shooting people from away?
Because
Don't
I'm a
pew pew.
knight and a witch hunter. It goes in my outfit. It
I
brings
would
out my eyes.
think
Can let Julie talk?
since Twist, I believe Madman cannot become spooked. Is it the Madman?
Deranged.
Let me double check.
He can never be deranged.
Deranged. Nope. All right.
I
so
can
that
never
doesn't
become
matter.
spooked.
All right. So I would think that maybe the Madman might benefit from the shield, since the Madman is going to. Yeah. Thanks. Well, the Madman's probably going to run towards danger and instead of away from danger. That maybe the shield might be a good one for them, along with their bale hook.
Yeah, I like that.
I would think.
I think that's a good idea.
They can bail hook people and smash them into their shield.
It's like the clapper.
And then I have buffs. I have different things that can help me with defense. Who has the least amount of defense?
I do.
36, right, Josh?
Yep.
Okay, so I think we want to give the priest some leather.
Sure.
The exorcist?
Yeah, I'm sorry, the exorcist.
The
yes.
exorcist who might have to tie down possessed people
Oh, I thought it was an outfit he was
to
going to be
perform
wearing.
an exorcism.
It's both.
Okay, that works. That makes sense, though.
You're killing
It's
me.
used to tie down the people for performing the exorcism. That
To tie them down, yes.
yes, that makes sense.
Okay,
All right.
keeping it class.
So,
All right, so
Twitch is up to 45 defense now, right? Since they got +6.
Yeah, they got +6 defense. That is a ton of defense.
But they're going to run towards the danger. Let's be honest. As soon as danger comes, they're going to run towards it. I feel like this is a good idea.
I agree. All right, so whoops, I just broke the pencil lid there. Cool.
right.
So we got that settled. We got the item settled. So outside, you board the waiting stagecoach, which hastens your journey to the village of Ostelink. So, world map. Travel to Ostelink. All characters gain +1 stride on their journey due to the stagecoach. Leadership should now switch to character 2 since you are transitioning from narrative to the world map. Pass the leader token to them with the day side showing. When character 2 passes the token to the next character, they flip it to the night side.
Of course, we had a skirmish, so we passed it already once.
Right. All right. So there is another tutorial box here about the world map travel. Did you want to go over that a little bit, Julie, or we can?
Yeah, let me summarize it for you guys.
Okay.
So Anne is now the leader, and we're going to leave starting on the day. You never set out from anywhere in Permel at nighttime.
I mean that's a pretty good
So-
rule.
But
I
you
mean,
beat
if
all
you're
the
trying to
traffic.
run from like
Really?
people, you run at night, don't you?
You beat all the traffic if you leave at night.
You enter a land that is covered in evil and unnatural forces. Don't leave at night. Life rule. Just go with it. So,
But Will
we're
says no.
starting-
Nighttime is fun.
We bring lots of candles.
come on.
I have a lantern.
Yeah, Matt has a lantern.
I have a crossbow. I have a barely.
I got a rock. All right. So,
Nighttime. Night sounds like the best time to find danger and things to kill.
so you will go travel on the road up to 5 spaces, or you can go to off-road, and then at the end of your turn, we pick an event. If it is a road event, the story will be determined by whether it's daytime or nighttime, what we read and what happens to us. Off-road, it's all the same. Danger is pretty darn dangerous.
Off-road, there's no night or
So,
day.
Higher risk, higher reward. Yeah. Then once that's resolved, we would move on to the next leader, and then it would change. So it would be nighttime. And same thing, you would either make a choice to move to the very next off-road. So you only get to move one. And if you look at the map, you can see off-road is much bigger swaths of land versus each space is 1 space, and your stride, which we all have +1, so it's 5 right now. And we're going from the Church of the Crossroads all the way to Ostelink. So it's a bit of a hike. In doing so, we can stop in Wayland Point and use town services there if we wanted to. We could go around it and just do off-road, but I really don't recommend that for as early on as it is. And then what other good things that are important? Oh, once during this time, we can stop and rest if we chose to. We don't really need to at this point, where we gain back 4 power points, 4 Vita, or 4 ghost points. Spoiler, one of us or many of us could be dead and be playing as ghosts at that point. However, we'd have to roll to see if we had another skirmish, and the handy dandy skirmish table up at the top, we would then roll and see what we were skirmishing. So you can do it, but then it can also
Get
haunt you.
ambush.
Gotcha.
So
We're going off road. Just in case
That's a
you want.
summary of world map travel.
All right. So Anne, being the
So,
leader, said that she wants to go off road.
Of course she did. Just, of course. All right.
So take it away, Anne.
Of course.
Going off road. Cause nobody wants to go on the yellow brick road.
You
All
do
right,
you, boo boo.
So we move this little handy dandy character here to represent us moving.
Will always encourages all the convention people to go off road first. I'm always like, don't do it, and they do it.
Okay.
Will's like, go ahead, it's fine.
Yeah, Jack, you're watching.
But
live.
I'm the nice. I'm not. I'm considered the evil one. I don't see how this is. All right.
So we're gonna go into this big
All right.
patch of land right here, this pretty little field. Obviously, I was chasing butterflies. I got real distracted. Look at me. I mean, I'm the kind of dude that definitely chases butterflies in his off time. You know, you've got.
So would you say that you're a wanderer?
Yeah,
You're a wanderer. You go
Whimsical.
around.
Yeah.
You gotta have some stress relief after some heavy combat.
So Matt, can you get the first no, the card on under it? Yeah.
The off-road event card.
And it is
Yes.
Okay.
it's a daytime.
There's no
Um,
daytime or nighttime on
Oh,
these.
sorry. Okay.
All right. So this is the night lights. As we traveled at night,
I was.
we
chasing-
saw several white
Like-
lights.
You got us so lost that we
whoa,
were dead.
whoa, 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 whoa.
What?
It's Anne's turn.
Oh,
Anne is
Is
the
reading.
leader,
go ahead, Anne.
so therefore Anne gets to do the reading.
Thank you. So
Only you're not supposed right. And then, just so you're aware, once we make the choice, you want to hide the choice from everybody to see what the result is, because it should be. Well, no. On the other side, the flip side.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So as I was chasing lightning bugs at nighttime, we all saw several white lights mingled amongst the lightning bugs, bobbing slowly in the air ahead. And now I have two choices. Do we go and figure out what the lights are? Because mysteries, it's probably aliens. Or do we hide like cowards and babies and little girlies?
I have a
Don't
light. I have
be
a
little
lantern.
girly.
I have a lantern. I don't mind hiding in the darkness.
Because it's safer than pursuing the unknown.
Yeah, it is.
Julie, I'm assuming that means you want to hide, right?
I'd like to point out here, as Ice Chamber has, that naturally, I am an inquisitor, and inquisiting minds
Julie
Want to know?
want to know.
Julie can't show her face I
Because
have
you
She
know
knows.
the
face with
results.
these.
However,
I know what the results are, so I'm just. This is going to be my standard. What I do
All right.
for every road event.
So I'm gonna say, if you want to go check out the lights, click on Anne's face. If you want to hide,
Click on
like,
Julie's face.
click on Julie's hiding face.
And it'll show up right now.
Yeah, it'll show up right
Oh,
now.
that's kind of
Oh
swanky.
wait, I gotta click start.
I was gonna
Sorry.
say you got to start the
I
thing.
forgot to start it. I was almost there.
so if you weren't here for the tutorial, what you'll do is actually take your mouse on your computer on your desktop and click on the screen, and it will make this super click here. You want to click
Not just once. Click
just
aggressively.
here.
All
Because,
right, everybody picked Anne. Everybody picked Anne, and I'm going back to eating chickpeas and watching what happens.
All right. So we
There you go.
flip this over now.
Don't show it the full card though.
There you go.
That's what we do. Okay, so we have selected choice 1.
Okay.
Pursuing the lights, we entered a small wooden glade. That's where fairies belong. Within were tiny will-o-wisps, which are obviously very nice creatures. I don't know if you know about lore, but they're very
They're the
sweet.
cutest.
Cutest. Dancing in midair. What could possibly go wrong with little floating dancing creatures?
Guys, I don't like this.
They surrounded us because they really like us. They really, really like me. And they began to glow brighter because they were so happy to see me. Just glow. Their personality just it was amazing. It was beautiful. So now we're going to roll 1d6.
Chat, you know the drill. Please roll d6 for us and see what happens here with these will-o-wisps.
I feel like Julie, like, she doesn't have popcorn, but I'm imagining she's just eating popcorn, like watching chat.
That's where fairies are found. Fairies belong in Josh's posse. Fairies.
They rolled a 2.
Why did you do that?
Why did you roll a 2?
Their light is soothing, burning away your pains. All characters may remove one negative status and take a free rest action without a skirmish.
Oh, cool.
What did I say?
Oh, look at that.
Go chase the pretty lights.
So, what does the rest action entail, Julie?
So the rest action was the one where, of course, we can
Put it on the bottom pile.
gain back up to our maximum four Vita power points, or if we're a ghost, 4 ghost points. So I don't know if anybody was more than 4 points below. I believe I had.
You are.
I am.
Oh, me. Sweet.
I was too.
So I'm up to 21.
I'm up to 21 also.
I had that wrong.
And Twitch, their maximum for Vita is 23, so they are 3 below. So raise them up so they can stand on mountains.
Isn't that like a YouTube video?
And what are you at?
21 now.
21 now?
21.
Mhm.
21 Savage.
Matt, what are you at?
I am at 22.
And Twitch is at
23.
David's new favorite phrase is 42.
It's the meaning of everything. All right. So, that was a good one. Thank you for taking us off-roading there, Ann.
Guys, I know we've had a very stressful start, and I thought we needed a nice little break.
So it's my turn.
Prancing through the field.
Yeah.
That was
That worked
aggressive and
out.
rude.
That worked out.
So, Josh, roll for skirmish?
It said ignore the skirmish.
Oh, okay.
I
Yep.
thought.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now the
Decide.
leadership changes to Josh,
And it's nighttime again.
and it's back to daytime.
No, it was night. It was daytime before the event just said it was nighttime. The
Oh
offer.
no, now it's night.
So now it's night. It's just an endless night.
And you have the choice to either go on the road and go to Wayland's Point. You could do one step over to the next off-road.
I think we're just
And
going to the next
stop.
offer. We don't have to go to town.
Oh, Jesus.
We're good. We just got healed. We're fully healed.
We really
most part.
don't have a lot of. I've only got 5 coins. 5 coins is going to get me 1 bandage. So I think.
Where we're
Yeah.
going, we don't
Yeah.
need bandages.
All right. Let's.
No, we're going to need lots of bandages where we're going.
So just scoot us over a spot.
To the off-road
Yep.
place?
Yep.
All right. So,
And then give me the top off-road card, please, Matt.
well, I'm just going to throw it in the camera here, and you could read it off there.
Abandoned camp.
Not
We discovered a
anymore.
campsite that appeared to have been abruptly abandoned, as though its previous occupants just disappeared. Had something tragic occurred here.
Dun, dun, dun.
2 choices to make. Choice 1: use the campsite to rest your tired bodies.
No, we've done too
Or
much.
choice 2: scavenge what you can find from the campsite and move on.
Well, I mean, we're pretty well rested right
We
now.
are well rested. I think we could just, take the campsite. I'll let Twitch.
Where are they clicking?
Um,
Click on Julie for option 1, and click on Josh for option,
option
2.
2.
We definitely need. I mean, the
we
campsite.
need more money. Julie just complained about how much gold or silver we had. We have like no monies.
Yeah,
we
I
need
feel
more
like
coin.
okay. So also, I feel like something's fishy up right now because the fact that as if they had disappeared. Not that they left. It's
could
as,
be
just
Roanoke?
hold your horses here, darling.
Not
So
having
as
horses,
if they
yeah.
had disappeared. So I mean, I'm a telepath, so I know these things. But what I'm thinking is that going to sleep ain't good here. So I don't want to go to sleep here. That's just a guess.
I just
Maybe
want the
maybe they
stuff
got a call from their mom that there was trouble at home and they ran home.
with the carrier
Doesn't
pigeon.
say that they just left in a hurry. It says that they disappeared. Maybe it's
As
gonna make us
though it was an
invisible.
assumption.
Yeah, maybe we'll be invisible.
Oh yeah, and then we could spend all our time scavenging stuff in the outdoors.
We
This is
could go.
great.
We could go into the shops and steal the stuff, and everybody like, "What's that floating bag of oats?"
Flawless plan.
So good.
Flawless. All right,
So
so
it looks like chat wants
yeah.
option 2.
and Josh, there you go.
Option 2. Choice 2. As we search the camp for useful items, we are assaulted by a vampire who is using
Oh.
this camp as a feeding ground.
Oh, well, that's not good. Well, I mean, hold on. Going to sleep probably would have been worse there.
Why did I get the nice, pretty, fun fairies that made us all feel good, and you found the vampire? This is why you don't get to be
Where's
leader.
Buffy when you need him?
The leader must pass an awareness
You mean
6 check.
The witch?
So what's your? Do you have any awareness?
I have
Josh?
none, so I need to roll a
That's
6
good.
plus.
Roll a
That's a 5.
Yay.
One too short. The group must skirmish with a vampire with +2 on the skirmish counter.
Good job, Josh.
Yay, Josh.
Yay. Mighty fearless leader.
Hey, we're taking out some evil vampires. That's
How do you know
totally
he's
my
an
thing.
evil vampire? He could
Do you
be
know a good vampire?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who?
Angel.
Count Chocula. One.
That's
Two.
that's the
Two
count.
skirmish counters. Get us that vampire, Josh. Oh yeah, I have +2 awareness, guys.
That's
But
great.
Leader had to do it.
yeah, I know. All right, so let me.
I don't
zoom
even
in
think
on-
he did. I think he's not showing us the card.
We need
Intentionally.
2 d4s.
All right, so chat, please roll 2 d4s for us so we can see what we get for the skirmish, and then we add +2 to that. Is that what it is? Is that
He's just
+2? That's a
he's-
lot.
Yep.
That's so. Can it go above 8 or no? I'm assuming.
Scatter some cereal bits on the ground. We'll have to count. One Cheerio.
Oh, good. They rolled a 7.
So it's 8. That's maxed out.
That's great. We're gonna die.
So +2 damage, +15 might.
He's
Yep.
gonna kill
Well,
us.
that's just lovely. So I have a feeling that this is probably one of those circumstances where I want to use my psychic implosion.
Just maybe a little bit.
Can you use it as a vampire?
You don't get to do that yet.
Not yet.
You don't get to do that yet.
Okay.
Vampire gets to attack first.
So we choose if we're defending or attacking. I don't think the +10 defense is going to help that much, so I'm attacking.
I'm attacking.
I'm gonna.
They can use it first, Will. They don't get to. They don't have to wait.
I'm gonna.
Wait. Will is saying yes, use it. I
Oh.
mean, use it, but I thought you had to wait and you had to take it the first round, which is important because
We'll be fine. One grave to dig. Two graves to dig.
On the player's turn.
Yeah. Okay, so on our turn.
on the
we
player's
do.
turn. Okay.
Okay, so he hits first before we decide to defend or attack.
Well, no, we choose to defend or attack
I'm
first.
dependent. I'm debating if I want to put my leather strips on now.
Oh, before the skirmish starts.
Yeah.
No, you can do it.
Oh,
before the
okay.
skirmish starts.
So
Okay.
I would then. So this costs a power point for me to use it.
Yep.
And then I am. So, do I still do this roll of the d6 here on a 6? So how does this work, Julie? Because this is a skirmish rather than a full-on encounter.
So, correct. So you're going to use one PowerPoint.
Mhm.
So you would go down in one PowerPoint.
Right. So,
And then, of course, the inflict 1d6, ignores absorption in a skirmish, drop a skirmish counter by 1. So it can go down by 1 now,
Yeah.
automatically.
Vampires attack first, though.
Yep. So you do this after the first
And it-
attack. Well, same.
Right. So kind of like what I'm going to do because I'm also going to do my aura. So on our turn, it will automatically drop down 2 before we even have to roll.
So we all decide
So I'm doing aura of darkness.
okay, cool.
attack or defend first.
I'm attacking. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die.
Attack.
Attack.
And I'm assuming Twitch is attacking. So, I'm
Roll
having
a
them.
Twitch.
I'm having them roll their D100. So
Or the vampire.
he gets +15 to this.
Yeah.
It's also nighttime, right?
It is?
So he gets another +15.
Where do you see that?
Oh, I thought it was no.
No,
never
no,
mind.
no.
That's something
different
different.
mode.
So yeah, so that's they rolled
27.
27.
+15.
That's 42. The meaning of life. I have 38 defense. Chad has 39. Oh, Chad
No, I
actually
have
has 45.
45.
So Chad's okay.
Can I toss my leather strips now?
Did you have to put him on beforehand?
It just says game 10 defense for 1 combat. It's not. This is a skirmish though, not combat technically.
So chat doesn't take anything.
Yep.
They're okay. But skirmish power lose 2 d4 vita, and a random character that was hit is confused with bloodlust 4. Well, that just sounds lovely.
All right. So We're all going to take 2d4 damage.
Right. So
Chat
chat's
does it.
okay. They're not going to roll anything. So and go ahead and roll for yourself. 3 plus 2. That's 5. I got 2 plus 2 is 4. So I am down to
Can Twist roll for
17.
me?
Yeah.
Yeah, they sure can.
So Matt, what are you down to?
17.
Thanks. I have to update our panels because we've hit several stretch goals while we've been playing, and I want to
Awesome.
unlock
Can I
the
have the
things
D4
that we've
too?
done.
That's really exciting.
Well, that's a
So Twist,
Have fun.
Twist, don't kill me while I'm doing this. Thank you.
I took 3 damage.
That's not bad. Julie's taking 3 damage also. That's not too bad.
Julie, did you want to announce on the show what kind of stretch goals that you're going to be unlocking?
Yes. So we are, so we have unlocked the foe. Actually very similar, I suppose, in some ways to the wisp, but in other ways more dangerous and more deadly. Let me see. I can't really. I would love to screen share, but you're just going to have to go on the Kickstarter page and see it. We have no. Where are we? So we just have wisps. So there's 3 of them that have miniature, and we'll have miniatures now.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
you get 3 minis that come with the Kickstarter exclusive, and then there's a rumor card for them. And so you either get the expansion that comes with the rumor card and the standee and their information, or you can back and get the miniatures as well.
So that's awesome. That's really convenient that we were just in the glade with little wisps, which is what I assume is to be little wisps, and now this is going to be what has just gotten unlocked on the Kickstarter.
You
So guys,
summoned them.
We
You
definitely-
summoned them for real.
We definitely planned it that way. Just saying, guys.
so Ice Chamber has
Yeah,
got the
just-
link out in chat. So if you go ahead and follow that link, it'll take you over to the Folklore, the Fall of the Spire Kickstarter right now. And Julie, did you just update that page so that you could see it live now, or do they need a couple minutes?
I didn't. I started talking, so I
Sorry.
stopped. But and all the next
Your
the
fault,
next
Dan.
series of Kickstarters is for the Lich, who is an Affliction. So he's a Kickstarter. He's the one that's the Kickstarter exclusive. So we've been alternating one for the expansion, one is a Kickstarter exclusive, and then and we did a character. So we will have the Lich, and then the next one will be a new character. But that's not out yet, so now you know, and nobody else does.
Just FYI.
Just us here.
Don't tell anybody. Shh, it's a secret.
I'm gonna have to update it soon, but it's a secret for the next hour.
We got the
until we're
Twist
done playing,
exclusive.
and I can update
There you
everything.
We got the Twist exclusive
Here you
first
go.
look.
We forgot the +2 damage on his profile, so everyone takes 2 more damage.
Thanks, Josh.
Okay. So I'm down to 15.
I'm down to 14, so don't complain.
I am complaining. So, now our stuff is going to take effect, right, Julie?
No, because
Oh, what is the bloodlust for?
so on Bloodlust, you'll see if you could put that up.
Sure.
On your character map, there's a bunch of negative things that can have statuses that you can get. There's positive statuses, and then there's negative statuses. And like in many of the story points, you'll see one of like an attribute and then a number, and that's your skill check. If you see Bloodlust here, in parentheses right after it is Faith, and that is the skill associated with that negative status.
Okay.
So one person, because the vampire says that one random person is going to be consumed with bloodlust. There's a
one random person that received damage.
Yep.
There's going to be a number 4 after it.
Yes.
It means you need to pass a faith skill check of 4
In order to get rid of it?
in order not to get the status.
Gotcha.
So Matt, roll a d4. Have chat roll a d4, and then we'll do 1 through 4. Mine is Twitch. So Raz, it'll be you.
What?
It'll be you and me. Then
So
Julie.
I'm number 1,
Yeah.
Anne's number 2, Josh is number 3, and and Julie is number 4.
I hope it picks me.
Because you've got the most faith.
Because I ignore bloodlust.
It is a 4, so it picked Julie.
Julie needs to do a faith roll.
I told you while I was gone not to kill me. What are you doing?
You-
wait, no, bloodlust. No, I'll just kill you. Totally fine.
All right.
Totally fine.
So you need to roll your bloodlust check there, your faith check.
It's
and
a faith check of 4.
big bucks, no whammies. So Bloodlust will give you +2 damage, -2 speech and faith, and -3 max vita.
So you are correct. We did the link in our folklore community page, but I should put it on the Kickstarter page. I'm going to do that right now. Continue.
So we need you to. We're gonna have chat roll for you real quick. What is your faith stat so that we know? Do you have any additions in faith?
I don't think so. No. She does not.
Oh, sorry. I don't know.
Okay. So chat is gonna roll for you right now to see if you pass the faith skill check to see whether you've been consumed with bloodlust.
She
she's not.
does
And
not
you have not
have
because
Bloodlust.
chat rolled a 5. So you are good.
So I saw Will was saying if you drop to 0 Vita when you have Bloodlust, you become a vampire and you fight with your group to the death. Pretty cool.
That's
So,
terrifying.
Matt, you're going to use your power now to drop the skirmish counter down 1?
I sure am. I am going to use the Psychic Implosion. So it's going to ignore absorption in a skirmish. Drop a skirmish counter by 1. So, yeah. Go ahead and do that, please. And then Julie was using her
Aura.
the circle.
The dark aura.
Yeah.
What was the roll?
I don't. It wasn't a roll. It was just she does it.
Okay.
I believe.
Well, you have the items over there, Josh. So
The bottom one causes 1 damage to all foes that move into the aura on their turn. So theirs go down. It goes down 1 more automatically because it's the dark aura.
yay. So it's at 6. That's pretty handy.
Yeah.
So now it's our turn to attack. So we all have to roll some dice. So everyone, please go ahead and roll your D100. And what do we have to beat here?
I'm doing my prayer.
So we're the vampire is at. Oh, is that a plus or a minus? +1 damage and plus
10
might.
might.
So no defense. So the defense number here is 60.
So we have
we're gonna
to
beat a 60.
Meter beat 60 or
Meter.
beat?
I think it's meter beat.
I did pass my fate check for my prayer.
Okay.
So you can become blessed, fateful, favored, or fortified.
So I'm going to do blessed. I'm going to get that +5 might. I'm assuming
Ditto.
Twitch is going to do that too. I think that's a
And
good
the
idea.
absorption one's nice because you take 1 less damage.
All right. So I rolled an 80.
That's good. So you hit. I rolled a 44. I do not hit.
44 plus 5? That's not enough. It's 49. Twitch rolled a 66, so they hit as well.
2 hits so far.
Julie, can you roll a D100, please?
I rolled a 19.
That is not
Sure.
successful. So, Anne?
45.
45.
So it's just you and chat.
Doing work. So we hit 2 times,
So it kind of goes down 2 more times.
so he's down to foe.
Hey, I had the dark aura. I did
Yep,
my work
we
up front.
we did that.
You good, you good.
I know. I'm just saying.
Julie, did you want to use your ritual?
Shh, I did.
You did.
I got a 4.
I used my prayer, Julie, so you get a bonus.
Of what?
You could bless,
Oh, a bonus.
faithful,
I'm blessed.
favored. Yeah.
So I get a
Plus 5.
so wait, I got a 40. I got a 50.
It's a 60.
It's a 60 to beat.
That's right. It's a vampire.
Vampire are hard.
Nobody looked at this. This is why I can't show my face when you roll, though, because
So I can use a PowerPoint. I can reroll a missed ranged attack or recover 1 ammo. So should I use a PowerPoint to reroll that attack?
Do it, Pansy.
All right, so we're going to take my power from 5 to...
I'm just looking to see what his modifier would go down.
To nothing. Nothing
Yeah.
would be nice.
Yeah, nothing would be nice.
I'm going to take my power down from 5 to 4. Josh, if you could please be so kind. as to
Julie's
stop
rolling
doing
skills
that.
have not improved over the years. Courtesy of Will.
I'm going to try and reroll.
no. Will was there the very first time I played. I rolled a 0, like a perfect fail, and a 1. My first 2 rolls
That's good.
I rerolled
playing this game.
my attack, and I got a 79,
So you get to reduce it again.
which is a hit.
That's pretty swanky. So no modifiers. So it is time for us to start beating up that vampire a little bit more. But we get to choose if we want to attack or defend again.
I'm still attacking.
I'm still attacking.
Fight.
Yeah, I think all around it's going to be fighting time. And how about you? You're going to still be fighting?
I don't know, man. I would really like the additional defense, but I don't know if it's really going to matter. I'm just
We
going
gotta
to
take him out.
Yeah,
Gotta do it.
We got to do it. Attack!
All right. We're attacking.
All right,
Chat
so
roll D100.
chat, please roll a D100. Again, this is for Mr. Vampire. And Mr. Vampire is doesn't have the modifiers anymore. So he doesn't have that plus 15 might, which is kind of scary.
And no plus defense.
And yeah, no plus defense. Yeah. So they rolled a 45, which they just met chats. So because they met it, it still hits them? So
Ties go to, where was it? Ties go to I feel like the defender, but I don't want to say that for 100%.
4 damage. It goes to the players. So they're good.
Equal to or greater. Nope. Ties go to the attacker.
okay, everyone's gonna get damage then.
Okay.
So I need so check. Go ahead and roll your 2d4s. And where's the d4? D4, not after. So go ahead and roll to see how much VD.
See,
you
Will
lose.
says ties go to the players. But
2.
the score is compared to each character's defense. If the score is equal to or greater than. No, they're supposed to be hit.
Oops, he says you're right.
Ah,
And
So-
what are you down to?
that never happens. I love it when that happens.
8.
8.
Oof. I'm down to 10. Chat lost 5.
You're down to 10, Matt.
Yeah. Julie, did you roll 2 d4s?
What's
No.
Chet's just
Hold
down
on.
5 health.
Yeah, down 5.
So they're to 18.
Yeah. Chat's doing
I
cool.
rolled a 2.
That's good.
So you're down to 14, Julie.
You've got the second most health. Yeah.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
You rolled 1d4 or 2d4s?
2.
You rolled 2 ones.
I
You rolled
got a
2
one.
ones?
All right.
And a 1.
That's when those low rolls come in handy.
Matt, have Chet roll a d6.
So a d6 is going to be 1 is me, Ann is 2, Josh is 3, Julie is 4, Chad is 5, and a 6 is redo.
Yeah.
What's with the praying mantis teeth that we were just
There's a
doing?
vampire teeth because she rolled a 2.
Vampire teeth.
Jeez, Matt.
Because vampires have 2 teeth.
2 teeth.
They rolled a 3, so Josh, it's you.
Oh, cool. I ignore bloodlust.
Oh, okay, cool.
That was easy.
All right, so now it's time for
Sweet.
us to attack. So everyone roll your D100s. We have to beat a defense of 60 in order to beat up this vampire.
I rolled a 23. That's
89.
44.
88.
89.
And
65.
65.
He's dead.
Yeah.
Boom. Okay, so as a reward for this dead vampire.
We get to go cry in the corner, but we're not vampires.
What?
Right?
I don't sparkle. No.
We each are going to get 10 coins, so Julie will be very happy. She
Now
will
we're
no
rich.
longer be broke.
That's like 3 bandages we got.
And
That
then
is it. We're going to need them all.
don't we also get to roll for items?
Yes. We get to roll a d10.
That's right. So we all roll, and if you get a 0, you get a shiny. I got a 1.
Please be a 0.
I got a 1.
I got a 6.
Have chat roll d10, please.
I got a rock. All right, so chat, please roll your d10. Let's see if you get a 0 here. Or a
Can
10
you
or...
name your lantern Wilson?
No.
Please.
No, my lantern's name is Quartz.
It's dumb.
That's what it says. Quartz lantern.
It's not fun.
They rolled a 10.
Yay!
They get an item.
Got item. And they got a pick. So this is going to be +1 archaeology, +1 to search rolls.
So they're Minecrafting with their pick
So-
and their shield.
Yeah.
And their hook.
Okay, so here's the thing though. They have a bell hook and a shield right now, and that's 2 hands being used, or the pick 2 hands being used. Is there any potential that Twist might want to give maybe keep the pick and give away the shield and the bail hook, or
Oh, they're keeping the shield.
give the
hook.
pick to somebody
I
else.
think the pick should go to someone else.
Who has 2 hands
So-
available?
I can put my
No, you can't.
Spurgurium away
What?
and
Your
and
what?
pick things in the face.
His what?
I can't say it. Julie can say it.
Aspergillium.
Aspergillium. I already have +1 archaeology. Give me 2 archaeology. I'll know all the archaeology stuff.
Dark were mad, not greedy.
The bad man is crazy enough to wield that pick with his teeth. Don't think that's how it works. Okay.
Julie, would you want the pick?
Oh yeah, I've got a stiletto. It's not great. I'd take a pick.
I think the general consensus is to give the pick away, and I think Julie's probably.
So you mean chat picks Julie?
How long were you waiting to say that?
I just thought of it. Isn't it great?
No.
Oh, goodness.
So Will was asking in chat how many people are going to be going to Gen Con. Obviously, we're all going to be at Gen Con. Very excited.
No, you're not. You're not allowed this year.
So, Julie, please add the pick to your inventory there. Congratulations.
Yeah, looking.
We're also going to Origins. It's going to be really exciting.
Cool.
Okay, so.
Because I'm pretty sure that when we're talking about expansion stuff, that we'll have at least prototypes there. And Will has very kindly already offered to run through the new expansion, some of the game with people while they're there.
Very cool. So how would
So we'll
people?
we're definitely going to have events for the core game at Gen Con running, but I think Will specifically will be running some of the new stuff.
Very, very. How do people
Yeah.
find out more about the games that Will is going to be running?
They're going to have to wait until I actually enter them at the Gen Con sign up,
That works.
which is going to happen anytime now. I've got all the time in the world.
So for our travels.
Yes. So Envoy is going to have core game set up, and they're going to be doing the core game in there. We have 3 tables with Envoy, and they're going to be running Folklore core game. But for the expansion, I know that Will definitely, and I might have one other person doing just the expansion stuff as well, so that you can either just do a core game, or you can do one of the expansion games this year. But that will be slightly more limited because I've got plenty of people who now know how to play the core game, and I don't have a full prototype for people yet, but will definitely for Gen Con. So that is a thing that will be happening.
Very exciting.
I know. I actually, it's been fantastic because you would think, we do games like Barbarians, which are little and cute and easy. I've got more people asking to volunteer for Folklore than I do, like to demo Folklore, than something like Barbarians, which is kind of neat.
They're all really excited to teach the more in-depth kind of game. I mean, Barbarians is a lot of fun. Don't get me wrong, but it is really interesting that they're like, yeah, I want to do the more challenging game.
Good night,
Bye, Crimson
Sun.
2000.
Julie, you're the new leader. It's daytime again.
Where to, fearless leader?
All right.
Off-roading again?
So we are currently in this little off-road field here.
Right. So I could step onto a road spot and then take my next step next to off-road.
We could go to Wayland Point now.
Hold on.
Now that we're all beat up.
Yes. Okay. So what I'm going to do, what I can do, so step on, see where there's the fork in the road?
Yes.
Step on that fork spot because I have to step there. And then go to, other direction. Yep. And then move it north towards the other side of the fork. So that was 1.
2.
That's 2. Now we're moving east 1 space.
3.
3. East another space.
4.
suppose it doesn't matter because even if I stepped, no, if I step off road, you can then go onto the bridge and do the next off road. So 5 will be off road.
Oh, yeah.
Off-road.
Going off-roading. All right, so.
We'll be fine.
I have a question before we do continue. With my 2 bandages that I have, when am I permitted to use those?
Those are a free action, so you can use those during your turn. But really, honestly, it can be at any given time that you are not. No, you can just use them.
I think that
You'd be
I will.
bouncing around
Anytime.
in the back of the stagecoach, like wrapping the thing around your head.
I guess I'm going to be turning
Right,
this
yeah.
bandage in right now.
We don't need bandages.
No, that
Why
goes
don't you use
over
the
here.
token?
Bandages
That's
add
worth
+4
money.
to your Vita. So they're pretty handy dandy. If we go to town, you can buy each stitch costs 1 coin. So even if you have less than 5, you can always get somewhat healed up if you have some money. But they're immediate, whereas bandages have healing will travel.
Joshua has got a really cool ability with the Exorcist, where if we go into town and he rolls a thing, he can get 2 stitches for $1 coin.
Buy one,
Yeah.
get one free.
Less. Yes.
So we got our next off-road event, and this
12.
is Purge All Evil. So, Julie.
Oh. Well, it won't be at my booth though. Ice Chamber. It'll still be at the Envoy, the tables that they're doing, the free to play tables. But I can talk to him about also needing somebody at my booth. I'm okay with that.
Julie, you got our event.
It is. All right.
Do you want me to read it for you?
Cool. Event. Purge all evil. We spotted a dark cave up ahead. Evil can often be found in such places, and it was our mission to rid such things from the land. We had no choice.
Oh, well, okay.
No choice. We have none.
We had to enter the
We
dark.
have to enter the darkness and defeat whatever we find.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, it was an easy decision for you.
Yep.
So, only choice. The darkness of the cave became terrifying as creatures emerged to confront us.
Yay!
Roll a d6 twice. Okay. So, roll a d6.
Wait, no. We're rolling a d6? Or are they rolling a d6?
I had chat.
Twist rolling a d6?
How about they roll one and you roll one, Julie?
Okay. I rolled a 4.
Josh, can you please find the poltergeist?
We use magic.
Oh, we found a
missiles
ghost.
to attack the darkness.
They rolled a
Attack
3.
Darkness. Can you also get a bruja?
Bruja.
It's witch in Spanish.
Come on! No!
And you should be
I'm
happy.
going to bed.
I'm so excited, guys. We found a witch.
How do you know it's a
stack them on top of
witch?
each other.
Because she flutes.
You just moved our
one
character.
on top of the other. Anne, what are you doing?
I'm a duck.
Here. I know where it is. Leave it alone,
Just
Joshua.
put one on top of the other.
No, they each have their own little stat thingies.
And
Don't
Move your
No,
little T-Rex
vertically,
arms.
one on
Yes.
top of the other.
Okay.
My goodness. I don't know why that was so difficult to
So-
figure out.
so challenged.
Look,
Now
now
it's
they
behind your
fit in the
fat
screen
head.
together.
Yeah, look,
No,
they fit up the
stop,
screen.
Stop,
It's behind your
stop.
head. Fix it.
Oh my goodness gracious, Anne.
Thank you.
It got real bad. It got real bad, Will.
Matt, have them roll 2d4s right now so we get the...
2d4 is not after.
We're going to have to roll this twice, but so let's see what the poltergeist is going to be, and then we'll do it for the...
The Poltergeist.
Did you move the camera
Poltergeist.
just to put it back behind your
Yep.
head?
Poltergeist. So Poltergeist is going to get what here? So 2d4s is a 3. Well, that's good.
That's good.
That's very good.
Awesome.
Stupid Poltergeist, little baby.
Mom and Dad fighting it.
The Bruja is going to be like super buff then. I've got to feel
Are you rolling? Because nothing's
Yeah, I did. I hit the button. You want to just relax, Anne?
No.
Jeez.
Any other questions?
Julie, don't be scared. It's okay. The Bruja's going to take us to a lovely steak dinner. A 5.
I'm vegan.
It's not meat steak. It's like a Beyond Burger steak.
They summoned it from the underworld. There's no real meat involved.
This is bad.
That was
so bad.
That was a giggle snort, and it wasn't me.
Oh goodness. Okay. So that's not terrible.
So we are playing in Dusk. So if we look here, let's take a peek at the Poltergeist. We have the no modifiers because we rolled a 3 for them. The skirmish power, lose 1d6 Vita, and one random character that was hit loses a random consumable item. So I'm the only person with a no, you have consumable?
Bandages are consumable. No?
Neato. We are playing in Dusk, so their might has a +5.
That's lovely.
Over here at La Bruja,
All right.
we have lose 1d4 +1.
What's up, Julie?
I just want you to know that I rolled my ability of Arcane Ward, and attacks cannot damage a target ally for 3 rounds, and I'm going to give that to Matt's character because she's only got 10.
I'm feeling good.
I rolled my fate check for my prayer, and everyone get blessed again.
So the skirmish power for the Bruja, lose 1d4 +1 Vita, and one random character that was hit becomes transformed if they don't pass the skill check of 5. Skill check is occult. Because we're playing in Dusk, again, the might here is +5. So it's +5 might for both the Poltergeist and La Bruja. She also has a +1 damage modifier right now.
A cane ward? No, not a cane ward. I'm not a geriatric. An arcane ward.
I'm gonna defend this time.
You're defending. That's interesting.
I want to live so then I could start giving out some heals because I can actually heal people.
Oh.
I
mean, I feel like
That's a good call.
I feel like I'm fine. So I'm gonna attack.
You're good because you are. You're good for 3 rounds.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't know where my thing
I
went.
put it in attack out.
Oh, you stole it from me. Thanks.
You're welcome. Julie, what you doing?
Oh, shit. Crying.
I don't know if that's
I'm
on the
gonna
screen.
attack. I'm gonna attack, and I'm gonna use my bandage. So
Okay.
I'm up 4.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my bandage as well.
Bandages are for noobs.
I'm going to attack, and then what do we think that chat will be doing?
Attacking.
Yeah, I don't think that there's a question in that there.
They're Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah. So that's fantastic. I think we should attack. I mean, they've got the shield too, so I think that they're okay. So I think everyone's decided.
Yep.
Yes. Josh is the only one that's defending.
Beat him in the
Shows.
face. That's an appropriate
So
response.
we need 2 D100s to be rolled then, right? One for the Poltergeist, one
Yeah,
for
so
the
let's do the Poltergeist
Bruja.
first.
So chat, please roll a D100 for the Poltergeist, and then the second one will be for the Bruja. And then we can see what all the Brujaha's about.
So Julie, when we go to attack, we choose one of them to attack.
78.
Yeah, we're all getting hit.
Correct.
78.
So do we want to resolve that hit?
Yeah, we'll resolve that as they're rolling for the bro. So what's it? 1d6.
So it is
Oh, wow.
1d6 plus a random hit character loses a
I
consumable
lost 6
item.
health.
Except Matt.
68 for the Bruja.
So another 11.
Well, that's just fantastic.
I lost 5.
So Julie, I'm sorry. What was your thing that you gave me again? It ignores damage for 3 rounds?
Your attacks cannot damage your target ally.
Yay.
You don't have to roll for anything.
Awesome.
What am I rolling for
Take me to
pain?
7. 1d6.
And
1d6.
also a D4 plus 1.
Can you take me down to 7, please?
Okay.
And did you roll your D4? Because they rolled a
I
68.
really want to show you this to show you I am not cheating. I rolled 2 1s.
So you're going to take 3 total damage then, Julie.
Right, so then the Bruja is
Can I-
1d4
can I-
plus 1.
I don't see the dice. I don't see them, Captain.
No, there's
Just working on it.
Yeah, that's a 1. See, this is where it comes in handy.
Oh, good.
That's a 4.
That's a 4.
That's
So
good.
5 damage.
So I'm down to 2. I'll be using that bandage now.
Oh, and there's another modifier
Wait.
from the witch, is +1.
Oh, good. So I'm at 1 Vita.
What's up, Julie?
I'll be using that bandage now.
So yeah, sorry, Julie, you took 4 damage, not 3.
You're down to 14, Julie.
Let's see, item. I get.
I took 4. Why was it a +2?
+1 from the Bruja's +1 damage, and then her skirmish power is 1d4 +1.
All right.
Please bring me back up to 5.
5, okay.
Yes, please.
Matt, you need chat to roll to see how much damage they're taking.
Oh, yes, I do. So chat's going to roll for both, right? Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
So a d4 and also a d6.
Matt, can you fix the green screen, please?
Sure can. This is going really good, guys.
Yeah, I got 5 health now, and I've used 2 bandages.
Why?
I didn't feel like dying.
They rolled a 4 on their d4. So that's good,
So
right?
that's 6 damage from that.
And then they need to roll a d6, and they're going to take an additional this amount of damage.
I'm happy we're in the tutorial chapter.
I mean, it makes us look extra good.
Well, I don't think that that's true.
Go off road, she
a 6.
said.
They rolled a
It'll be
6.
Oh, good.
fun, she said.
Well, when
They
I
took max damage from these, so they took 12 damage from these 2 hits.
you were on the road, Julie. You had us on the road.
Hold on. So I have a feeling that they should use their Keep It Coming ability. So it's 1 power point, and that allows them to ignore 1d4 of damage from an attack.
Does it say usable during a skirmish?
It says once per round, it says usable during a skirmish.
Okay.
I think that that's a great idea.
I think that is a good idea.
So I'm going to have chat roll that d4 then, and reduce their power by 1. Because, I mean, it's not that big of a deal, right? And you might want to fix your overlay for Roland, Josh.
For Roland. Take care of what you're doing. I will tell you when you're
They rolled a 2, so they're ignoring 2 of that damage.
So they're at 8 now.
That's a little bit better. Slightly more acceptable. So now we've all got our faces pushed in, and we are also going to... What are the other effects from both of these characters, Anne?
1 random character that got hit because of the poltergeist is going to lose a consumable
2d4s,
item.
Matt.
Why d4s?
You didn't get hit by either one.
Oh,
so.
look at that. I didn't. That's right. Hey, guys, that looked like it hurt.
So the first one's going to be to see what the poltergeist did, and the second one will be for the Bruja.
I mean, I feel your pain because I know what you're thinking,
But
I don't literally feel your pain.
One that gets chosen by
No, we don't have to.
one person that gets chosen by the Bruja has to roll a skill check to see if they get transformed.
So I'm sorry, what was the first one?
Lose a consumable item.
So it picked person 1, so that's you, Anne.
That's fine. I have no consumable items.
And then the Bruja rolled a 4, so that was Julie.
So, Julie, you have to pass an occult skill check of 4.
But she can't be transformed.
Yeah, she can't be transformed, so she's good.
Oh, so it doesn't matter. These were good ones. The random
that's great.
people ended up real well. Can we use Matt as a meat shield? Yeah, he's a Matt shield.
Just the 1 letter off, really. So now we get to attack. Well, not Josh, but we get to attack.
I
Should
still get to attack.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Take the counter down by 1. I was
for
in the
both
dark
of them?
aura.
On both of them?
yes.
Just no. Gotta pick 1. I picked Bruja.
Bruja.
Okay.
So I'm going to use my ability. I'll just go ahead and spend my PowerPoint there so I can get that over and done with. So that is going to reduce someone's skirmish counter by 1.
Who are we picking?
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to...
The Bruja to get to know modifiers? Yeah.
No.
What?
I'm going to do the Poltergeist. Because I want to get the Poltergeist away so we have not 2 things attacking us.
So when we attack now, are we going to attack both, or do we have to pick which we attack?
I believe we're picking what we attack. So Josh, can you turn the overlay on and have chat declare what they want to attack by having them click on the screen if they want to attack the Poltergeist or the Bruja?
Sure. So click on which one you want to attack.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. Don't click on me. So, and what are you gonna what is you gonna attack? You gotta click
So
a
the
bunch, guys.
Poltergeist has a defense of 51, and the La Bruja has a defense of 57, so it's roughly the same.
Okay, I think they're attacking the Poltergeist.
They're attacking me.
Yes.
They're attacking the Poltergeist, it looks like.
No, Matt.
All right, so he's got 2 health left. I'm also going to attack the Poltergeist. So if
What if we declare that we're going to attack the Poltergeist, but somebody already does 2 damage to it?
then it's a wasted attack. I'm assuming, right, Julie? Maybe.
I'm sorry. I'm actually looking at a message from Will and was trying to respond to it, being all sneaky, but there you go. It is.
It is a wasted attack. So I'm going to declare for the... Well, hold on. Who's got a better chance to actually hit the Dane?
I have a horrible chance at hitting the side of a barn.
So you go for the
Did
Bruja then.
You did blessed? You did the thing?
Yeah, everyone's blessed. So everyone's +5 might.
So I have +5 might for that. This is my first turn with a ranged weapon, so I have another +5. So I have +10 might.
You know what, Ann? You go for the Poltergeist, and I'm going to go for the Bruja. Okay?
And then I have a +4 base might.
I'm going for the Bruja.
Okay, I'm going to go for the Bruja. Ann goes for the Bruja. And Twitch is going for... Well, now they're actually going for the Bruja.
So then... Should I not?
You do you, boo-boo.
Should I do the Poltergeist? Who's doing the Poltergeist?
I'm going to do Poltergeist.
Don't split the party.
But if...
Focus on the Bruja.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Will.
Chat rolled a 22.
I
I rolled a
rolled
91 actually hit.
I rolled a 50, but I have +14 might.
Plus
Yes.
14.
Yeah, because I have 4 base, and then I have +5 here, +5 hit there.
Okay.
So I hit.
I rolled a 98.
That's pretty good. I rolled a 93.
I think you guys hit. Okay, so Julie, who are you attacking?
The Bruja.
Matt?
The Bruja.
The Bruja.
I
Josh?
attacked the Bruja.
She's done.
And you killed it, Ann, right?
Yep.
So you dealt the killing blow, Ann.
I think it's only in combat.
Oh, okay.
And then Twist was working for...
Nothing. They didn't hit anything.
That's poopy.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
the Bruja's dead.
But the Bruja is dead. So we get 10 coins from the Bruja.
Not yet.
Not
Not
yet.
yet.
You have to kill both
Not
of
yet.
them?
We're,
Yes.
You don't get to stop and loot the body while a poltergeist is attacking. You
I
have to
mean,
wait till the end.
But I used Matt as a shield from the Poltergeist
No.
as
All right.
No.
Who needs some health?
No.
I need
Me.
some health. I'm going to heal myself 4.
That's rude. Me?
I'm attacking.
Yeah, I'm going to heal the 2 of us 4. I'm going to use 2 power points.
Oh, yeah. So that takes me up to 9.
Our heart wasn't really in it since we wanted to attack Matt.
Aw.
Well, yeah. So I'm attacking.
Also fair.
Yeah.
Who was the person that was defending?
Josh.
That was me.
So did you hit even though you had...
Yep.
You
I
did.
rolled a 91, so
That's pretty good, Josh.
So what are you doing this round?
I'll attack this round.
Okay. So everybody is attacking this round?
I don't know if we all need to attack this round,
Yep.
but
And I'm just gonna... She's not...
she's gone. She's make her go away.
We'll bring her back.
Roland and Leroy Jenkins may want to consider defending.
Yeah.
It's a
we
D6
al-
damage.
But we only need 1 hit.
Fine, I'll defend.
We need
Two
2
hits, Ann.
Oh.
2 minus 2 is 0.
Is it? Is that
Yeah.
how that works?
Matt, you can use your ability again, can't you?
I theoretically could use my ability again.
But what if we accrue at a prorated percentage?
What?
Is it counting humor?
Can you speak up a little bit when you're talking to the microphone?
Julia's
Ann?
aura will hurt the poltergeists.
Oh, that's true.
No, I can do that once per combat. I get to do it once.
Okay. So I can use my ability again, and I can attack, and I might hit. You guys could all probably defend it. I mean, Twitch isn't going to defend. Me and Twitch can beat up on. Twitch is not going to defend.
Yeah, they said they are.
Did they?
They've been saying defend.
Did they? Okay.
Defend?
Yeah.
Flip another one over.
Wow. I mean, color me impressed. That madman's looking pretty
Quite
reasonable
reasonable.
right now. Yeah. So, is everyone picked what we were doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have a chat roll for
wait.
Anne still's
1d6?
contemplating
I
what
should-
she's doing.
You know, that's fine. We're going to make it to a town? No, we
Maybe.
have another
Just
off-road place.
defend, because you still get to attack when you defend. Just a lower chance of you actually hitting.
Yeah, okay, I'm defending.
I'd like to say, hey, Will, look at the message in Google Hangouts, please.
Stealthy. I like it.
So sneaky.
And
the.
Julie,
To be fair, we're defended from a random piece of debris.
Debris. Julie, you are attacking, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chat rolled an
83.
83.
So we all get hit for
So
1d6
much for
damage.
defending.
Yep.
I took 1 damage.
Cannot even believe you actually just rolled that. I took 6 damage. Great. Excellent. Wonderful.
So you're down to 3.
That's correct.
I take nothing. I don't know why I rolled. I'm okay. Julie, don't forget to roll a d6.
Yeah.
And then
I got a 3.
we need chat to roll for who the random player is.
And chat rolled a 3, so they're going to take 3 damage as well. So we'll find out who the rando is. Chat's going to roll a d4 here, and you're going to be 1. Josh is 2, Julie's 3, and Twitch, you guys are 4.
Does everybody's health counters look correct up on the overlay?
I'm fine.
What about chats?
I haven't been keeping track of theirs. Josh's. They rolled a 3, so it's going to be Julie. Julie, you have to lose a random consumable
Woohoo!
item.
Consumable? I
Yep.
used my 1 bandage. I'm,
That works.
they could have that vomit that I did from earlier.
Bleh. So
Yeah.
now we get to
That's all I
attack.
got.
So the thing is, do I want to use my ability right now? Do I want to spend the power points?
Yes, can we please get out of here?
I mean, there's a lot of us rolling dice. Fine.
Can you use it after we attack, though? It's still our turn, right?
Why do you want to attack so bad?
Well, see if we could save the power points. Is what
Yeah.
he's going for. Julie, is that the case? Can I save it for after we all roll to attack?
Nick Blaine saying yes.
No.
No.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Nick says yes. Nick being the other designer who
Oh.
has jumped on.
Yeah.
Well, that's
so our
perfect.
2 designers
Fantastic.
are in the thread and actually giving way better information than me. This is so good.
All right.
So everyone, roll your.
I rolled a 91 again,
100.
so I hit it.
I rolled a 17.
You rolled a 9, Ed. That's a -1.
Chat rolled a 79.
Me and Chad hit.
So yeah, it's dead.
Okay.
Stupid poltergeist.
All right. How much money did we make?
8 plus 10, $18.
$18. Cool.
We have a lot of coins now. We have 28 coins.
And everybody gets to roll twice because we're
Ooh.
looting 2 bodies.
I'm up 33 coins, Matt. I don't know where you're at.
I'm sorry, yeah, 33.
All right. So we get to loot twice. So Matt, have chat
Yeah.
roll. Just give me a second. I'll give you a button for it.
Okay. I did not get anything.
I did not
and
get
did
anything
not get
either.
anything.
Don't hit it yet.
Hurry up, Josh.
He's going as fast as his little fingers will
I
take
could have
him.
just had him roll a D100, you know.
He done did it.
All right.
7. I got one.
Okay, cool. So, Josh, you got. Well, this is handy. You got the Ankh of Life. You gain 5 Vita. It's a consumable.
Okay.
So it's like bandages, but
Better bandages.
holier. So they rolled a 1 and a 5, so they didn't get anything.
Julie, did you roll for your loot? And
I got a rock.
You got +1 to your roll, don't with the pickaxe.
Oh,
This is +1 to search rolls.
I don't want a +1 to my search roll. I want a 0.
But
Well,
that's a
it's
10,
it's
isn't
a
it?
10, right? So a
Did you
9
roll a
plus
9?
1.
I got a 2. And then I got another 2.
Oh.
I got a
Alright.
rock.
I mean,
Not a fancy rock with runes in it, just a rock.
So not Wilson.
Wilson.
No.
All right.
Wilson.
So
Chat is the decider.
chat is
here.
now the leader, and it's nighttime.
So the goal is to get to Ostalink
And not die.
and not die.
So chat gets to choose if we go on
Or back onto the road.
Kind of want to
You
go
gotta
down.
go at least one more
off-road.
off-road and then do on-road to Ostalink. It just, I mean, otherwise
But-
we're taking forever.
Julie, if we go into
At this
Ostlink,
point.
we just go right in the story mode, and we don't get to use any services there, right? Because
It depends on what the storybook says.
I'm pretty sure the storybook says you just go right into the event, if I recall correctly.
Spoilers, Joshua.
No, it had no. Right here. See, it says right here. Use town services before
Oh,
you start.
burn, Josh. Double down, and you lost. Double down got a 16. So it looks like they're going merrily across the bridge
We could rest.
in the middle of the forest.
I would.
That seems scary.
That's because you have 10 health and I have 3.
I feel fine.
If I stab you in real life, will you feel fine?
Yes. So they're saying rest. So I guess we're resting. So we get to remind me one more time what the rest gives us back.
4 Vita, I think it gives us 4 power points and 4 ghost points. I'm not 100% sure.
I think that sounds right. So that would bring me up to 14 Vita and up to my max of 6 power points. So that feels pretty good.
That's 7 health now.
Tombs. Oh, they want to go to the Gorin
No,
tombs.
we're not going
They
to
can't make it there.
Yeah, we have to go one more off-road to get there, right?
No, I don't think so. Well, because you need the bridge to get, unless the rules, you need the bridge to get over the water. But
Yeah.
this red line, there's still space here. But I'm gonna guess that
I'm
The
going to guess
spirit
You're
we
at
have
14,
to
right, Matt?
do the bridge over troubled water. Yes, I'm at 14.
you can swim. I'll throw you in. You probably swim like a rock.
No.
Oh.
I've got a lantern. What?
You get 4 power points. I've used 2. I'm going to use another 2 before we rest.
Okay.
And I can heal 2 people 4 Vita. So I'm going to heal and another 4, and I'll heal myself.
That's a good
4.
idea. I like that idea,
Thank
Joshua.
you, Jersh.
So I'm still at max power.
I went from 7, and now I'm at 11.
So that means I'm the leader now, right?
Oh no.
They need to. So what's Julie, the deal with resting? They need to roll a d10, and we have a skirmish, or it's a chance of a skirmish.
I'm sorry. Did you decide to rest?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
I told them that was a bad idea.
Why? Why are you?
You decided.
Yep.
Yeah. You can go over to the next zone and cross over the bridge, but then they're in the next one and they have to take a cart, or they're choosing to rest.
They're choosing the rest.
I mean, it doesn't matter. 6 of one, half dozen of the other.
So what's the consequences
decided-
of us resting now? We have to do another off-road event, or we do another skirmish, or what is it?
No.
Yeah?
Okay, so you chose to rest. So
Yeah.
everybody got 4 health and up to their max 4 power points.
Yes.
And then you rolled
We did not
a
roll anything.
10.
No, we didn't roll
We
anything
didn't
yet.
roll anything
You
yet.
haven't rolled anything.
So
Gotcha.
we should
Okay.
roll a d10 is what you're saying.
You should roll a d10.
Okay. I have a feeling that good things are coming. And that's going to basically force us to do one of those things from the skirmish table, Julie?
It depends on what you roll.
It's fine, Ann. They rolled a 5.
I believe a 5 is safe. I believe it's a 1, 2, or 3. That is not good. But I am double checking, or I can just wait for Will and Nick to tell me.
Good things are definitely coming for the game, not us.
So then
Yeah.
what's that?
Yeah.
What's what? 1 through 3 is bad.
So we're good.
Yeah, 1 through 3. So we got a 5. So we successfully rested. And if we had gotten a 1 through 3, we would have looked at the skirmish table and then rolled to see what we got at the skirmish table, which would have been an option of a rabid wolf, a highwayman, or a night stalker in this particular chapter.
Wonderful.
So, hey.
So that was a good rest.
It's a good rest.
So I'm the leader
Yeah.
now.
So Matt's the leader.
Look at me.
No.
I'm
Captain
now. And this captain says, like a bridge over troubled water. We're going to cross it.
Okay.
We're going to cross that bridge.
You want to reach for the
Nope, no, I believe in
Now,
you.
Will was saying something. So Will was saying that we could cross and then rest, and therefore I'm guessing would have avoided having to do another off-road event. But I'm just
But I like the events.
okay.
I like money.
We need to get money so we can buy stuff.
And we're doing the mirrored pool.
Ooh, it's so pretty.
I thought you said you didn't know how
Look
to
at
swim.
Julie's face. That's great. The mirrored pool. We found a pool of water within a natural cistern. It was as still as glass, and our reflections looked as though we were gazing into a mirror. We had to make a choice. We can either choose choice 1. Your reflection looks odd. Take a closer look.
No.
Or quench your thirst by drinking the water.
That sounds like that's when something grabs you in your face. You're like, oh, look at that, and you go.
I don't. Thank you, Anne. I'm not feeling particularly thirsty at the moment, but gosh darn it, do I look pretty. I want to
wanna
look
drink.
a little bit closer.
You
So click on my
do.
face if you want to drink. Click on Matt's face if you just want to look at it for
If you're
yourself.
thirsty.
No, click on Josh's face if you're thirsty.
See,
No, Matt is gonna look.
right? Anna's right. Listen to her. That's when things.
Chat says we consume. So.
All right. Did you turn on the overlay?
Yeah, it's on.
Okay.
It's-
So click on okay.
Oh.
Oh, look, there you go. It's closer than I expected it to be, but it look well. They're
We're
clicking
not-
on Africa. I like how they're clicking on my head in Africa.
You know what happened to Narcissus? Narcissus?
Yeah, he stood there forever. Narcissus and Echo.
I think we consume Matt.
Okay, so we're drinking some water. So choice 2. The pool
Grabs
was
you
beautiful.
in the face.
Was a beautiful natural phenomenon, but that was not all, as we soon discovered. We drank our fill. Roll a d4. Okay, so roll a d4. Everyone roll a d4.
Yay!
Everyone wants to
Everyone roll a d4.
Time to get poisoned.
2.
Anne, roll a d4. Julie, you could roll a d4 too.
3.
I rolled a 1.
Sweet. 2.
And chat rolled a 2 also. That's how much Vita we're gaining.
Oh
Awesome.
yeah.
So we are all. Well, I'm going to gain 1, so that's a poopy roll.
Oh my
So,
gosh,
yeah,
I'm back to
15.
like some sort of reasonable health.
And what are you at now?
14. Hey now.
But your reflections begin to move, climbing out of the pool of water.
I told you.
Each character must skirmish with themselves, using their equipped weapon.
Wait, what? This is like Dark Link.
Set each skirmish counter to 1. So,
Wait, how do you do that?
Matt, what's your health at?
15.
We drink ourselves.
No, we're gaining Vita. Does that mean that the water is full of vitamins? Vitamins?
I don't get it. Can you explain?
Yeah, in detail.
Yeah. So we must skirmish with ourselves. So, I'm going to defend, because then I could just use my telepath ability to crush my own brain,
Yeah, I guess that works.
right? I think that makes a lot of sense. I'm just stare at myself. Yeah.
Nick likes that idea.
Yeah, I think it makes perfect sense. So I'm going to go ahead and defend.
I'm gonna.
I really love that it's actually the 2 designers who are being the poorest behaved in the thread here and egging you guys on. I cannot believe this.
By the way, I used our prayer, so you can be blessed again if you would like.
Thank you.
But does it also bless anti-self?
No,
Okay.
not the water demons. Just us.
I'm actually gonna do my defense.
The fortified?
Yeah, I'm gonna fortify myself. So, and put my token in, and I'm defending.
Hope we get a TV show someday. We'll absolutely include the scene that you crushed your own brain.
Okay, so I need to roll more than a 38 to hit myself. No,
Yep.
yeah, because I don't have any other modifiers for that. So I think that I might follow Matt's idea. Of
So, chat, do you want to attack or defend yourself from yourself? Julie, what are you doing? As the madman, we pull out a
Sighing
straw.
and shaking my head.
As the madman, we pull out a straw and try to drink water. Us. Poke it with the straw.
That's made of water.
Come
I want
here,
to drink it. I'm still thirsty.
Get in my belly.
Does the madman attack you back with a straw too?
Maybe the Batman tried to drink them.
I don't know.
I would like to move forward. I would like to actually get to Ostalink at some point. Whatever gets us to Ostalink faster is really what I'm going for at this point.
Gotcha.
All right,
Well, I
so-
mean, it's you fighting yourself, so it's your own personal demons that you have to fight there, Julie.
This is getting real deep.
I hit myself. Or the
Every day.
The water thing
Every
hits
day,
me for 2 damage.
All right. I need to roll a D100 against myself.
Okay, I rolled a 91 against myself.
Oh, that's good.
So I hit.
Well, no, you're attacking your anti-self attacks yourself
yes,
first.
Yes, no, my anti-self hits me.
Okay.
I
And then
hit.
I kill my anti-self on the way back.
Okay, so I rolled a 39 for anti-self, so I'm okay. And then I'm gonna try to attack because I guess why not? It doesn't hurt to try to attack. And I rolled a. Whoop, that was a
So
75.
I have to roll with my crossbow, right, for
No,
the
you
damage?
just. Oh yeah, for attacking
I
yourself, so
rolled a
1d4 plus
10.
1.
My doppelganger rolled a 10.
Okay,
Oh, that's good.
I rolled a 54.
so you kill your doppelganger.
It's good for. Could you take
I
my
do.
health down?
I kill
to
myself.
10, please.
I killed myself, in the good way.
Actually, if I'm going to do a narration, I smile and it smiles back at me and I open my arms, enveloping it in warm embrace, and then stick that stiletto right in the back of its neck.
Does it then turn
Yeah.
into like a puddle of water when you stab it?
Yeah,
I hit.
So
I do. Actually,
Oh, so that's
it.
actually,
That's
it
right, that's
freezes. It
skirmish.
looks
That's it.
really, really accusingly and betrayed at me, and then it melts into a puddle of water. The end.
I took my little thing and I smashed it over
Yeah.
here, turned to water, and
Oh.
I filled my thingy with the water.
Don't forget to roll to loot your doppelganger.
so we don't get any money for beating our water selves though.
No,
I rolled a 1.
I rolled a 9.
I rolled a 6. I didn't see what chat rolled. So they rolled an 88, so they hit themselves.
Okay, so they're how much damage do they do to themselves? 1d4.
Plus 1.
1d4 plus 1.
Okay. So we'll have chat roll that in a second.
Yeah, I'm having them attack themselves back now. So there's that.
Julie, did you loot your body? Your water body?
You mean the
79.
puddle?
Yeah.
I found nothing.
79.
I found a puddle.
So they stab themselves, but then they stab themselves back. And they kill themselves. And they do 4 damage to themselves. That's a rough one. And so now you guys get to roll a d10 and see what if you get anything.
Yeah.
This is a very existential event.
It really is.
They rolled a 1. What's up?
What was that?
Oh, that was the demons over here. That was the sound of the water selves going away.
What was that?
It was Josh's dog.
Yeah.
It was Puck.
Oh,
He got mad
that
at one
was
of
a
the cats, I
little
think.
scary. I won't even lie. It got real.
All right, so now it is Matt Anne's turn?
Yep.
So here's the thing. I think we need to get to town. So I can go on road here
Yep.
to and into town.
Yep.
I guess we could do that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you think this was a democracy?
All right. Thank you, fearless leader. So we go back into town, and there. Well, it's this one right here.
Yeah, I know. Which one?
But we can use the.
You know what's really funny?
Can you not roll the book up?
Read.
Where does the mansplainer get his water?
Since I'd like to take a moment
Mm-hmm.
to also point out that there was a creature in Dark Tales that gets pulled out more in detailed, called the Doppelganger. So we do have a doppelganger that this might have been, and you may see it revisited in the expansion
Ooh,
as well.
that's
Dun
interesting.
dun.
So that's my
dun.
second spoiler here on Twist.
I like how we're getting all the exclusives. Okay, so we have just arrived at Ostalink. Yes, thank you for finishing it for me.
Will and Nick, thanks.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So
It's that one there.
we
Stop.
stop,
Anna.
Matthew, go away.
Right.
You're so annoying. So we're gonna get to use the town
right.
services at Ostalink. So there is a list of town services in the rule book, if I remember correctly, and also in your individual character cards. You can open those up to see what special town services
Oh.
you have access to.
That's
So let's look at the Madman's first,
There's
Matthew,
also
before you go all up in your telepath business. Look at that. That's the sheet. Oh, that's right. That's the sheet there. So,
You can only go to the inn. We're not. There's no inn.
yeah.
well, we're at Ostalink, which means we only get to pick one thing, one service. So you're gonna have to make it count.
But we can only see the physician or the
all.
gypsy caravan, according to the story.
Use town services. Only the physician and gypsy caravan services are available in the town of Ostalink during this story. So the physician services include bandages, bring out the dead, which is reviving a ghost character, curing, which takes care of 3 of the negative statuses, stitches. Julie was talking about that a little earlier. That's restore 1 vita for every coin spent. And treat infection if you have an infection token.
And I have a chance to make the stitches an extra +1, so it's 2.
The Gypsy Caravan has access to Breath of Life, which is draw a tarot card to return a character in limbo with full Vita and power points, but that's not applicable. Evil Be Gone, those are for lycanthropy and transformed. And Fortune, so that's where you get to roll a d10. And you roll a 1, you are cursed. You roll 2 through 5, you get -5 defense for a chapter. 6 through 9 is +5 defense for the chapter. If you roll a 0, you get favored.
So I have special location extras for myself for
At-
both the gypsy encampment as well as the physician.
Mm-hmm.
For the gypsy encampment, I can do a spiritual communion with the gypsies, which has got some pretty swanky things. And then for 35 coins, which I don't have, I can do the Book of Healing item from the physician, and that is to help one ally recover +1 Vita whenever resting. That's an enhancement that I could put on them, but I don't have the coin for that. So sorry, folks. How about you, Anne? Anything interesting?
Well, let's look at Twitch for a second because they also have special options for the physician. For 30 gold, you could do Cure Madness, and you also have the option to do Fast Recovery at the physician. So they automatically recover 2 Vita per coin when receiving stitches due to the thick skin, whereas we need to rely on Josh's special ability to get
If
2
my ability
stitches.
goes in, they get 3. It's +1.
That's cool.
Oh, that is neat.
So, I have a special ability at the Gypsy encampment, which is called Suspicion.
Suspicion.
Your extreme distrust of Matthew is easily detected when you visit his camp. Each visit, I get to roll a d6. For 1, cannot contain yourself and end up insulting Matt, and then I become wanted. It's worth it. 2, the children, sensing your discomfort, attempt to lure you into a rage because that is the goal of every child, to drive you up a wall. Then they steal all your money. 10 coins. Yeah, that sounds about right. 3 to 4, nothing happens, and I'm going to guess that's 4 to 6 behind the chat. Oh,
Nope.
4 to 5?
Nope.
3, 4, just 5. Obviously, nervously checking your surroundings. You accidentally stumble and injure yourself. That sounds about right, too. Very clumsy. For 1 Vita, given a bandage token in sympathy. It's at least people feel bad for me. 6, taking pity on me for my discomfort. A young fortune teller. Taking pity on you for your discomfort. A young fortune teller.
Game plus 2 power points.
Gives you your fortune. Sorry. So I wanted to point out before you continue that Will pointed out that you can go to we have only one location. You can do as many things as you can afford at that location, but it's not one action at the one location. And then somebody asked, do we all have to go to the same location? No, we do not. We can all choose. We only have 2 at this point, but typically you can all choose to go to a different place.
I'm going to the physicians, and I'm going to go bless his hands. And his hands have been blessed.
Awesome.
What does that mean?
Plus 1 Vita for each stitch. So he heals 2 Vita for each coin instead of 1.
Pretty handy. I think I'm going to go to the doctor then.
Doctor,
Yeah,
give me the news.
Physician it is.
Okay. So I have a max Vita of 22. I'm at 15 right now. It's a difference of 7. So I am going to spend 3 gold to heal up 6. So I am down to 30 coin, but I am at 21 Vita. And I'm feeling great.
All right, just a second.
Me too. Same thing.
I'm at 21 Vita. Julie, you're at 21 Vita now?
Yep.
21.
So Murex Bob actually.
And I'm also going to spend money on bandages.
Excelente.
I'm going to get 2 bandages.
Murex Bob was asking the question again about whether the blessed hands that Josh just did stacks with the fast recovery, I believe is what the name of it is called, for the madman.
Yes.
And the answer is yes. So Josh's bonus is just +1. So for each coin that you choose, we'll be able to heal 3.
Given they have a max of 23, that means they are down by 16 right now.
But they still have the option of where they want to go. I don't think that has been decided. Josh, I know you're doing health and 8 things, but maybe you could put up an overlay.
I would say that they don't really.
They have nothing to do with the gypsy camp. That's just.
I mean,
Will is talking about the many bar fights his madman has gotten into.
So yeah, they want to go heal.
Okay.
So
they heal 3 per.
3 per. So they're down by 18. So they should do 6.
6, yeah, and that puts them at max, right?
Yes.
Which is 23.
Are they down by 18? What is their max? Their max is 23. No, they're down by 16. So they should do 5.
Okay, so they'll be at 22.
Yes. I don't know about you, but Leroy Jenkins is feeling 22.
So that's 5 coins they spent?
Yes, it is.
Can you update their sheet for 5 points?
Yeah, sure.
So they should be at 27.
Okay. And Josh, are you healing yourself up? Or?
Yeah, I healed myself up too. Anne, what are you? You're at 21 now?
I'm at 20.
20, okay. And then, anyone want to buy bandages? How much are bandages?
5 coins.
I bought 2.
Yeah, I know you bought 2.
I'm fine.
I don't think Twitch used their
They
bandages
did.
yet.
They still have their bandages, and I still have my bandages.
Did you buy all of them?
No, there's 6 bandages left. I was just seeing how many there were.
Yeah, I'm taking 2. Is this
1
2
per visit.
after?
Will say.
I forgot about that. All right, just 1.
Tisk, tisk, Julie.
I will buy 1. Matt, would you like 1?
Nope.
Okay.
I don't want bandages. I want to save my money. I'm a thrifty telepath.
I'm saving mine for an animal companion otherwise, because I can.
Oh, Julie, did you guys just unlock something new?
No. Did we? I don't know.
Why did you?
Someone in chat said something.
I meant in life.
They just unlocked the Lich rumor card. Was what Nick was saying.
Sweet.
Rumor has it
Look at
Lich is
how
what
fast
he's
that's-
leaving you for.
So that's what you were just talking about a little earlier, giving us a bit of a sneak peek about that card. So what is that rumor card?
No. So a rumor card. We haven't done rumor cards. So rumor cards are since you seem to be actually kind of pertains to this. So since everybody seems to be enjoying the side quest aspect of this game, rumor cards give you a much a beefed up side quest. So we're just kind of going on the off roads and encountering danger. Rumor cards give you a side quest mission. So anybody who's played an MMO, I'm sure will be familiar with that. Like you go to the town and you see the little list of things you can do, or you come across somebody along the way who gives you a thing, and then you have to go get something from somebody someplace and go someplace. Like it's that kind of a feel. And we have new ones coming out in the expansion. So there you can get them in Dark Tales, and you'll be able to get some in the expansion and some in the Kickstarter bonuses. A fun thing that I'd love to talk about because I'm here is that we're going to do some that feature some familiar faces. So there will be a rumor card where there might be 3 individuals who are fond of the color purple and squabble amongst each other that point you in the direction of one of these side quests.
I'm drawing a blank right
That
now.
might,
I don't know who that
deal
might
with off-roading
be.
now.
Drawing a blank.
But that might be happening. Yeah.
Well, that's awesome.
What?
No.
Yes. That's
I am
I-
so excited for the possibility of this.
So-
It's really, really exciting. We feel really special that you guys would consider us for Anne, Matt, Josh. I like how my name was first. That
Whose initial spell out jam.
You never made that joke.
so
Julie says so. Believe her. That's usually a good rule
Yeah.
to go by.
Judgment sound.
oh,
Oh boy.
oh goodness. So yes. I know that we're getting kind of close. Like this is actually probably a pretty good place to stop before you continue on in the story.
Okay.
If that's all right.
Yeah.
I think
just
that
know
that's
it's getting kind of.
probably a good idea.
Works
And
for me.
we've rested, we've healed up as best we can. We have supplies before we go through Ostelink and find out what happens next.
Very
So
excited.
this took a little bit longer than typical, but that's okay because we're all learning and also enjoy the conversation and the
off-roading.
the side roads that we went out, the off-roading.
The witch and the
you better really
poltergeist?
get
One note, we had a
how
stage
skirmishes
carriage, and we
work.
told the stage carriage to just go off-road.
Yeah. The stagecoach driver must absolutely hate us. You ruined my suspension. My
Little bit
horses
of
are tired.
splinters, wood going out everywhere.
And we're just bouncing around in it, and you're wrapping the bandages around your head. Like, go that way. The road's right here. No.
I was
that
definitely-
way.
I told him
There's evil afoot.
not to mess with me in my pretty little bonnet. Oh, I hate
So
you for not getting that
this
reference.
this is happening. Is it every Wednesday or is it
Every
other
Wednesday.
Wednesday?
Every
Julie's like,
Wednesday.
how much did I commit to?
No, because part of my very not sneaky side conversation with Will was he was offering to be on, and we switch roles where I can be in the commentary and take turns as
Ooh.
well. And I will say he is a phenomenal person to run a game, one of these games. And Will can get through it fast, but Will has never come up against the collective that is Twist Games. So I kind of want to see that.
We're going to be your biggest challenge yet.
It's when an unstoppable force decides that they want to go straight into a brick wall.
Yep.
Right.
You go around the wall. No, we go through the wall.
So I definitely will be back on, but I figure that maybe we'll give Will a shot on occasion when he's available to also come on and and do this.
That would be fantastic. Will, thank you so much for offering your time to come
Clearly,
with
the
us.
designers were having an amazing time, and I was having an amazing time watching them have an amazing time. Because we're in a Kickstarter, it gets a little like tense of like, what are we doing? What's the next step? So watching them actually have fun with gameplay is amazing. Having fun in gameplay and not just always doing the work on this is amazing. I know it's like it's only our first session, but I had a really great time.
And you guys in our audience, thank you so much for coming out tonight and hanging out with us. And if you've enjoyed tonight's interactive session, like Julie's talking about above, we are going to be continuing to run this campaign. And again, next Wednesday. And thank you, Will, for offering to also kind of come and be in the chat. So if you guys are looking to have direct contact to people who are making these games, make sure that you join us here next week and tell a friend. We'd love to have more and more people come and join us for these interactive play sessions because the bigger the crowd, the more terrible the decisions we make.
We make a lot of bad decisions.
Only bad decisions. We don't ever make a good one.
No, never. I mean, I crushed my own brain. It worked out fine, but still.
You did crush your own brain.
No brain, no pain.
Exactly.
Was there really a brain there to begin with?
Matt, I have a question. Was there a doppelganger of our stagecoach?
Well, no, because it couldn't look into the pool to see its own reflection.
But of our stagecoach driver.
Now, the horses, though, that are pulling the stagecoach.
Thank you again, everybody. Make sure that you are checking out the new Folklore expansion Kickstarter that's going on right now. And make sure you back the campaign so you can get involved in the fun at home and not only with us, although you should really be getting involved in the fun with us. Can you get the link up again? I know you were having trouble with your
I was having issues.
If someone in chat can please post the link over to the Kickstarter right now. You guys are absolutely killing it. So big shout out to Greenbrier Games, Folklore. Yeah. Awesome work that the Kickstarter is just doing amazing right now. We can't wait to get it. Can't wait to get it into our grubby little paws to play it eventually. So, Julie, is there anything else that you want to plug this evening before we sign off for the night?
Your mouth.
No, I think the Kickstarter is pretty much what I'm plugging.
Yeah.
All Folklore, all the time.
All Folklore, all the time. So, folks, thank you so much for joining us this evening. If you're watching on demand, make sure that you come and join us live and follow us on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. Come chat with us in our Discord channel where?
Sometimes we roll really badly, and then we go on off-road adventures, and we have to fight both witches and big dirty piles of bones and debris that end
Debris
that end up being poltergeists, and I almost die with 4 health points.
But then you would have become a ghost.
Actually, I'm kind of excited about that possibility.
And make sure that you're joining us for all of our upcoming streams, including our super awesome April Fool's Day stream on Monday of next week. We've got Twitch Plays Kingdom Death the following day. And then next week at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Wednesday is going to be our continuation of Twitch Plays Folklore. But for now, signing off, I'm Matt.
I'm Ann.
I'm Josh.
And that was Julie. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.